No, I think everything I say is funny. Everything I write is mediocre at best. Where the fuck is that? Your channel. Yeah, it's up. I think. Waiting. Pause. There we go. Okay, we are up. Hello everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. I just realised I never even moved my peoples about. So, god damn it, I hate OBS. Never does what I want it to do. There, I got myself. I'm going to move in, and I'm going to cover her up. And now she doesn't exist, because she's walked out of the room. So that makes perfect sense. Right, yeah. It is a yet another Monday. It is Monday, right? Yeah. Yes. I did bring you 2 drinks. They're right there. I brought you the 2 that you hadn't had yet. Oh, she's so upset at me for being conscientious and caring. I'm such a bastard. Speaking of being a bastard, I've completely forgotten multiple things of telling family things like, yes, you can have the kids for a holiday when shit is sort of sorted out, and I completely and utterly forgot to send my grandparents a card for their wedding anniversary. Because...
No, I never send my grandparents. I don't even send anybody anything like that. I forget people's birthdays all the time. My sister has to remind me. She don't forget to send out a message. I went, oh yeah.
Oh, yes. I don't know.
No, I don't make a big deal out of birthdays. So I'm like...
It's their diamond. It's like their 60th, I think.
Ooh, well done for being together for so long. There you go.
I mean, to be fair, it's technically impressive. You know, especially when you see all the hatred in their eyes.
They're meant for each other, them too.
No, true. But, yeah, so I'm going to send my mum a quick message. Completely forgot you existed. To say...
God, my pollens are nice.
Yes. You can has them kiddos.
Shut up.
Please keep. Don't bring back. No return. We've got a no return policy. Policy. Jesus.
The other day you walked in the room and you said, like, you went to say, like, light switch and you end up saying glasses.
It was something ridiculous like that, yeah. My brain is completely frazzled. When I'm writing, I oftentimes will write quite quickly for me. And sometimes I'm rereading my script and I'm like, what the fuck was I supposed to be saying there? Because it's either corrected words weirdly or I don't know. But it's very, very, very confusing. But yeah. I currently hate the weather. It's weather that some people would call nice, and I think those people deserve to burn in hell for eternity for being lying scum.
I don't know. I don't think it's cold, so it's probably really warm for you.
Oh God. Well, that's the rating.
This is normal weather for me.
It's not normal weather for you. It's pleasant weather for you. It's not normal because you're always bloody cold.
Well, it was cold today. My feet were really cold.
Well, of course those were cold. I don't know what it is, but what is it with women and their feet being just icicles?
Women run colder than men.
I know, but specifically in the feet department.
Men are fueled by rage, apparently.
It's mostly hate. Mostly for myself.
Oh, self-hatred and love it.
Yeah. Okay. Self-loathing is what fuels me. Otherwise, I wouldn't do what I do. I'd do something that made me happy instead. We used to like summer as kids. Proof how stupid we were. Yeah, summer was fucking awesome as a kid. The one thing... There's a really weird thing. I think I might have even mentioned it in a stream before, but there was like this weird fucking mud puddle that used to appear outside the back of our garden, and I think it was like a clay spot or something. But as a kid, it was this little circle of weird mud that would happen every time it had a heavy rain and then like really hot for a few days. And I would just poke it with sticks and they'd stick out of it. I think it was clay. I don't know. It interested me as a kid. I can't help being fucking boring. Not like my brother.
To be honest, the back of our school had this huge, massive field,
Mm.
and right near the bottom of the property was a pond, and it would get ducks and frogs and all sorts in there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just a tiny little spot in this huge blank field that had trees around it.
Mm.
And we were like, first time we went down there, we were like, what the fuck is that anyway? Why is there just trees in that spot? So we went down and had a look. And, we found a pond, and it stank, and it was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
It smelled of beer and piss. And somebody had stolen multiple crates of loaves of bread from the bakery, and they hid it in there, and there were stacks of them, loads of bread, and it was in date. But but there were just stacks and stacks of them. Like somebody just nicked all the bread and just hid it there. It was really,
what a strange
it was really
thing
fucking weird. It was one of the weirdest things I ever saw as a kid.
I mean, that's almost certainly some druggy or something.
I have no idea, but we thought it was great. We just put all the bread in the pond.
Oh my god, fucking kids. You don't go, oh look, the bread.
Ducks would go there as well, so we put loads of bread in the pond for the ducks.
Isn't bread terrible for ducks?
Now we know that. But...
Yeah. Beer and piss. Sounds like your accent. Of course, that's from Duck Dog. I'm surprised you didn't fucking super chat that to make sure we saw it. Jesus Christ. I don't stop wearing shorts till there is snow on the ground. You go...
You're a bit like that, though.
I go out in shorts when it's snowing.
Yeah, you do.
As long as it's the right kind of day. I mean, yeah. In fact, I'm more likely to go outside in jeans during the fucking summer because I'm an idiot. And why should the people listen to you? Because unlike other Sir Six, I can speak with an English accent. Oh my god. Men in tights. Robin Hood Men in Tights.
That was really funny.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite Robin Hood films. Fahrenheit, Celsius, Kelvin? Nah, I choose the ranking all the way. Why is Mrs. Six standing behind you? Because she walked out of the room when the stream started, so that's where she went. And she's probably going to stab me. It was me. I stole the bread.
Mystery solved.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I seem to recall, like you were talking about there being animals in the pond.
There were like tadpoles and bugs and
I have this image in my head of this.
It was just one of the most bizarre places that I ever remember as a kid, and it's the only place I ever saw one of the grass snakes. That the UK,
like a slow worm.
Like the UK has grass snakes. And it's like the only venomous creature we have in the country, which I learned later on.
Oh.
And and I saw one in there as well. So it was like the first time I ever saw.
How big was it?
It was about that big.
Oh.
Yeah.
Slow slow worms.
Slow worms are technically snakes.
Yeah, because I know.
They just look like worms.
Not the one I saw. There was a slow worm in our living room that my mum thought was one of our toys. It was just fucking laid there in the middle of the room.
No, this one I saw was like a greeny yellowy colour.
Right,
so
but
it was a grass snake.
she walked in, went, what the fuck's that doing there? Went to pick it up to bring it and have a go at us for leaving toys around, and it fucking moved. She shit herself. She wasn't fucking expecting that.
Is it an adder? Is that what it is?
Black adders are poisonous, and they're one of the only...
I don't know. The one that I saw was like a greeny yellow.
Not poisonous, venomous. Venomous means it bites you. Poisonous means you eat it, you die.
But yeah, I remember seeing one of them there, and it was just such a weird thing that I had as a kid. There was also like in the house that we had after the back garden, there was a huge, massive playing field where people used to play cricket and stuff.
Mm.
And people, because our bedroom window looked out towards that field, and at night time, because I was on the top bunk bed, I could see everything out the window.
Right.
And you see weird shit on there most of the time.
Oh, yeah, of course you do. God, the amount of times I've been drunk and in a field. Like a random park type thing where they play football or whatever. It just always seems to be one of those places you end up. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about, so I'm going garter snake.
Maybe I don't know. I ain't got my phone with me, so I can't look it up. But yeah, it was kind of greeny, yellowy, and it was about 60 centimeters long. It was quite big. It scared the crap out of me when I saw it. That's really loud.
That is quite loud. And someone called Fuck It Bucket.
I am bread. Ich bin Brot.
Ich bin Brot is a video game where you play as a piece of bread trying to toast itself.
I am bread.
Yeah. It's trying to toast itself. She's, you haven't struck her enough. She still has that terrible accent and diction. Nice. Oh, I wish that the mini feed would be bigger.
Alright, it would be Fuck It Bucket.
Who's Fuck It Bucket?
The one who sent that.
Is it Duck Dog?
No, he said things mean to me before as well.
I don't recognise.
I know. I'm very aware of how crap my voice is.
They don't think your voice is crap. They want to fuck you. That's why they're mean to you. It's like school rules.
No, nobody wants to fuck this.
I fucked this today. Thank you very much. On request, mind, but I was working. And then I had a nap. It was great. It's alright. I've mostly got what I wanted to do done today, so I went, fuck it.
Thanks.
Yes. That's what you tell me to call you while I slap your ass. Slowworms are technically a lizard. Green snakes aren't venomous, and adders are venomous, but not enough to give you anything worse than an illness.
Yeah, I know, like, the most venomous creature we have in this country is not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a particularly venomy country, as it were. What does this look like? Your mum? Yeah. Anyway, we are one and the same, see? Fuck It Bucket is Duck Dog. That makes sense. It seems like the kind of name that he would use.
Okay.
So, yeah, nailed it. What are you doing, Kat? Apart from being good, so I should really not discourage that. You're not running around like a lunatic.
Don't underestimate yourself. Most people here would tap anything.
That starts moving long enough so that they could catch it, I guess. No, she's lovely. She's just kind of annoying. That's her worst trait.
I am annoying.
Yeah, you're annoying.
It's the only quirk I have, apparently. Everything else is just terrible.
I don't know.
It's the only thing that keeps me interesting.
Ha ha ha, mum joke, ha 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 ha. Sorry.
Fucking hell.
Mum jokes are always funny. That's a fact backed up by science. Mm.
I remember when we first got together, and you said something you said something about wanting your own kids so that you could tell the kids that I fucked your mum. Which does sound like something you would say. I just remembered it now.
Well, I just wanted to add to the list of people that I could tell that I'd fucked their mums, because I've fucked quite a lot of people's mums at this point. Got to have been, I think, she had a kid, she had 2 kids, she had 3, she had 1, she's had another one since, so that still counts. I can still say I fucked your mum. And then there's you. Is there anybody else? Ah, it's got to be like...
No, like, you've said to me, like, I'm the only person you've been with who hasn't had kids.
Right.
Well, been in a relationship with. You've been with other women that you've fucked with and left.
I not left. I was looking for a relationship. They weren't interested. But they didn't want all of this for some reason.
I was the only person that didn't have kids when we got together. And the only person that didn't have any tattoos. When you asked me, do you actually have any tattoos? Like, no, and you went, oh, thank God.
Did I?
Yeah.
That seems like...
You said you don't really like tattoos on women.
It's not that I don't like tattoos. It's just that most tattoos are shit.
Well, yeah.
there's very few tattoos that I've ever seen and I've gone, yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah, because it's the North. Where do you expect to get a really good, decent tattoo unless it's really expensive? Nobody's going to pay for that shit.
People who pay, you know, like, more power to you if you like your tattoos, but I just don't get it.
I like that. The old pump and dump.
Pump and dump. No, I've never pumped and dumped. To be fair, I have pretended I was dead. But that's not the same. She was fucking nuts. She made up some fucking really fucked up stories about me, and I'm like, okay, this bitch is legitimately crazy. So this is why you don't have sex with people that you meet over the internet. I know it's not as big a problem anymore, but this was back in the day when most people who were on the internet were legitimately twats. And meeting someone who wasn't actually a dipshit was rare. Oh my god, there's a cat fighting out there. The cat just did a big leap. Watch out, I'm pouring a drink down here.
I'm making sure it's not my friend.
You don't have any friend. Oh, a cat friend, okay.
A cat friend, not a human friend.
Right, that's fine. But yeah.
Oh. It's a new one.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Somebody's got a new kitten. It's wandering around outside.
Can you give me a "you'd be pretty if you didn't have that tattoo"? I don't think, unless it was like over their face. I'm not sure if I'm hugely into the facial tattoos, but like I've been with women who've had tattoos. And
it's not pump and dump anymore. It's hit and run.
Oh fuck's sake! They're all crazy, some more than others. Yeah, it's about levels. I think everybody's crazy. It's just you've got to meet someone whose crazy fits in with yours.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Yeah.
But then again, what's she called now? Where she told every single tiny detail of her day to you.
Oh my god, yeah. She wasn't crazy, she was fucking boring. Oh my god, I'd so much rather have nuts than boring. She was the most tedious person I've ever fucking experienced in my life. And I have met some... I used to work in bars. So, you know, tedium was the fucking norm. Old drunk men. But fucking hell, this woman had them all beat. Just... she took the question, how's your day been, literally. Like... If someone asks you that, and you answer it with anything other than, fine, stop. Stop yourself immediately. No one cares.
She described how she woke up, what she did when she woke up.
If any of you have seen the character from Futurama, that Dr. Zoidberg, another crab person like Dr. Zoidberg, this chick, he asks him how her day was, and she fucking tells him. No joke, that is exactly what she was like.
Yeah, in real time.
It was fucking ridiculous. And it had to be the least attractive. Like, she was a good looking girl, and I just didn't care. Like, I tried to have a relationship with her as well, and thankfully, whatever I did pushed her away. So thank Christ for small mercies.
I thought the reason you moved away from it is because she didn't do BJs.
Oh, I mean, she was an extremely selfish lover, yes. Yeah. But I would have stayed. It's like, I was just looking for a girlfriend.
Simp.
Fuck you. Gimp. My old lady makes me want to jump off a bridge. I need a new GF, to be honest. If they make you unhappy... if you have no reason, like there are reasons you kind of might have to stay, but if you don't, maybe think about getting the fuck out of Dodge, because, man or woman, just, if a person doesn't make you happy, you shouldn't be with them. Oh crap, I knew a chick like that. After 15 minutes, I knew what she had for breakfast, lunch, and the amount of toilet breaks. Yeah.
So simp.
So simp, the social inequality cuck. No. I mean, if you want to call me a simp, whatever. But like I said, I was just looking for a bird. I wanted a relationship with another human being, so I didn't feel. I don't know. I wouldn't have another one now. If she died tomorrow, I'd be like,
No, I'm done.
fucking finally.
I've had enough women.
Peace. Quiet. Oh shit, no, I'd still have the kids, wouldn't I? Fuck.
Some women are embarrassed by the fact that they have one breast smaller than the other, but look on the bright side.
One is bigger. Yeah. Oh, hey, this is my favourite. Not, this is the worst. There's a... if any girl ever says that to you...
One of mine, I think it's my left one that's bigger than my right one.
If any lady ever says that to you for whatever reason, you just say, do you know what the worst pair of tits I ever saw looked like? They were fucking lovely. Just... if she's talking to you about her tits, she's probably like into you or something, I don't know. But yeah. If she's talking to you about her tits and she's then offended by you saying that, then she's an asshole. So just walk away. But yeah.
Yeah, my boobs are not one of the things that
she treats me like a human.
I have a problem with.
She treats you like a humans. Yeah. Oh man, no, run. No, I mean, to be honest, if someone treats you right but does drive you a bit crazy, then compromise.
From body dysmorphia, I myself consider that one of my testicles is smaller than the other two. That was pretty good.
Good. They had me in the first half, I gotta admit. Fuck's sake. Mrs. Thic is sinister.
Thic but not true. I'm behind Thic at the moment, so you can't see my lopsided tits.
Yeah. Oh man, r/nice girls is fun. r/nice guys is just as fun. It's amazing just how similar they are. But no, there's no but. They're just angry. So much anger at someone not doing exactly what they expect immediately. It's fucking weird.
What's the is it a portmanteau? Is that what it is?
Portmanteau?
Yeah. When you put two words together.
Yeah.
Of horny and angry.
Hungry?
Hungry!
Because hangry is hungry and angry. You don't want to confuse hungry and hangry.
But nice guys, nice girls is a hungry thing.
It does come off as that,
so
yeah.
I'm so horny.
That I'm mad.
In me.
Come over and sit on my face. If you've not seen any nice girls or nice guys stuff, Sorrow TV does really good readings of those. Fucking hell. Samantha. Then some people have 3 testes though. Yeah, of course they do. Some people have all sorts of shit. Oh my god. Does Thic stand for Social Inequality Crusader? My brains. I mean, it's a name that came from how I started. I started by making fun of sort of political stuff. But fuck's sake. Oh my god.
I did not expect that.
I've got to...
Nobody
at
expects
this point,
a fanny.
I feel like Commander Darklight has the most expensive taste in fannies. I mean, I wouldn't pay that much for a fanny.
A posh fanny, yeah.
It's a pretty posh fanny. Sit on my face and tell me that you love me. 2 people did it in a row. Oh, nice. I like it when people are in sync. These two are clearly a match. You beat me to it, motherfucker. That's always the worst thing on the Twitters. Is someone says something and you're like, haha, funny. Oh fuck, someone beat me to it. Oh. That's the beauty of being an YouTuber is you can pretend that no one said the joke that you say, even if you've all made the same fucking joke and done the same video.
80% of what you say is just quotes from other things.
I think it's significantly less than that.
Even in more normal daily life between
Oh,
us
in
two,
normal daily life, nothing I say is fucking
we
original.
basically meme at each other constantly.
Apart from when I occasionally come up with one really good joke and then you're fucking dead for the next 10 minutes. Oh my god. Oh, what did I say the other day?
You're funny though.
I said something the other day that had you in absolute fucking hysterics.
I can't remember.
It was either when... It might have been when I was recording. Oh man, the last video that I finished. I don't know why, but it came out with just like joke after joke after joke after joke. Which I need to do more of. That's one of the things that I'm trying. Like, I like the arguments and I like knowing things, but I really prefer being funny. And so if I could put a joke in every single sentence, that would be ideal. But sometimes you don't feel it, you know.
Oh, the Gary reference was me though.
The Gary thing was, we were coming up with a name for it.
You said you wanted to call it something
You
else.
said call it Gary.
I said call it Gary. They were both like, Gary! Each
Gary! And then I went looking for a... Well, I tried to just find a recording of all the Garys, but you couldn't find that anywhere. So I ended up having to find a... what do you call it? A soundboard of Garys. And for some reason it wouldn't let me download any of them, so I literally had to screen record just so I could have all the Garys. It was very fucking annoying to get a hold of.
What, you actually had to go and play Fallout?
No. I thought about it, I did install it, and then I realised I'm never going to get the fucking video finished if I have to go find Vault Gary. So instead I tried to find it online instead. I said instead too many times. Now I'm upset with myself. Alright, back to work telling the operators that they're damned idiots. Operators of what? And yes. Clap and a half to Miss Thic Lamphio. But good evening, Michael Larsthor Rasmussen.
I don't even deserve claps.
You've got the clap.
Wow.
No, you don't. I hope not. You wouldn't have any reason to.
Where the fuck would I get the clap from?
I don't know. The clappers?
It's just a lot of people in town just going...
I mean, what? Go like the clappers? Has that got anything to do with the clap? I don't know. But now I need to know. I'm sure someone in the chat will know. Like, actually, it's so sick. The Clappers is a reference to the 1962 band, The Claps. And they played ripping metal fucking... I don't fucking know. I am talking some right shit. Welcome to the channel. Have you ever been to Wales? It bothers me that all the signs have to be in English and Wales. I thought it was Wales.
Yeah, I've been to...
Or is it in pictures of Wales?
I went to...
Series of humpback.
I went to Wales. There was plenty of Welsh signs. We went to Hattractive, and it was gorgeous.
It sounds like a sneeze.
Yeah.
Hattractive.
My dad really wanted us to go there because he was near...
It costs a fortune, only 5% of the population can read. Fuck's sake.
My dad really wanted to go there because there's like a slate museum.
Your dad is the world's most tedious human.
Yep.
He's like that woman I went out with, except...
I can't remember. We went to a place and it was pissing it down. It was freezing cold. And he's like, oh, I really want to go to the Slate Museum. And I was like, right, okay. So me and my sister were walking around, pissing wet, it was freezing cold and windy. It was by the sea. Nothing was open.
Yeah.
And all the shops were closed and stuff.
It's too cold even for the Welsh.
And we got there and it was closed.
Lol.
He's like, oh, I was looking forward to that. I might as well go home now. I'm like, oh.
Well, like home?
No, back to the place where we were staying.
I was going to say.
But that was fucking annoying.
What did you go to Wales for?
Because my
Slate
dad...
Museum.
My dad wanted to take us somewhere different because we usually go on the East Coast.
Right.
And he's like, oh, can we go somewhere different? Let's go somewhere on the West Coast instead.
Right.
And he chose Wales.
Okay, fair enough. The Welsh signs don't have to be in Welsh. It's just so they can show off. Lol. I feel like Illuminous Pooh was just mostly making a joke. Talk to text apparently doesn't believe Welsh is a language. Well, I mean, it might be right. It might be right. The Welsh word for microwave is pop-to-ping. Oh, I hope that's fucking true. We really do pop-to-ping.
I was watching this thing, there was an Indian guy in it, and he said he's been told that Welsh sounds like Indian. So he ended up talking to a Welsh person, and he said it is actually kind of true. He said he's basically like listening to someone with a really strong dialect that he doesn't understand, but he sounds Indian.
It is one of those ones where if you try and do a Welsh accent, you usually end up turning into an Indian accent. I'm not going to try either right now because I'll just embarrass myself. It is, go look it up. I would, but no. I like to read Welsh at one point.
Oh, mojitos are so nice.
Mojito.
I want a proper one. You know, with the mint leaves and that.
Oh, you want one in like a fancy glass and shit?
Yeah, really fucking expensive, really not worth it. That's what I want to try.
Alright, we'll just get one of those and
these
buy
are really
some
nice.
mint leaves.
These are really nice.
I got you that fancy coffee cup so that you can pretend to have fancy coffees when they're just Nescafe instants. And that makes you feel fancy, doesn't it?
Yours is like having in a cafe.
How many arms has Thic got? Is that the start of a joke or?
3?
Oh right, because Mrs. Thic is stood behind me. But no, that's just Mrs. Thic behind me or stabbing me through the head. It does kind of look like you've stabbed me through the head, which is just common. It's fucking typical of you, stabbing me in the head. How come Mrs. Thic has a bigger sword than you? Shameful. Because she drew it. She drew it even.
I arted it.
She did an art. There was a comedy show in the 90s about an Indian family. The dad kept saying everyone was Indian. Oh, that was Goodness Gracious Me, I think. That was really funny. And then they had what was it? Like a guest show? I can't think what they call it. A chat show. There you go. Does vodka with Dolmio count as a Bloody Mary?
Technically.
Oh my god.
God, that sounds so gross.
Yeah, that sounds fucking revolting.
I just imagine someone at the bar. Oh, Bloody Mary, please. From a jar.
I used to use a Virgin Mary as like a snack because it's sort of cold soup drink. And when I worked in a bar, it was like a really, really convenient way, especially when you were busy and you were like, I am fucking starving. Because when you work for your parents, eating is for the weak. So if you're busy, yeah. But I can't imagine fucking doing that with bolognese. I think I've had a Bloody Mary. They're nicer.
I don't think I have because I'm not a massive fan of tomatoes.
Well, it's tomato juice, so it's.
No.
I don't know.
I like tomato soup.
Yeah, it is cold tomato soup basically.
But tomato juice is when it's just
I'm
tomato
just thinking,
without all the added stuff.
A hot Bloody Mary. Would that be pleasant or really, really unpleasant?
It has to be soup. It has
Or
to
it
have
had
the
to-
spices and stuff in it. Otherwise, it's not soup.
Soupkin? Virgin Mary, you mean tomato soup. Exactly. I mean, that's basically what it was. It was just really fucking convenient. And those fucking bottles of those tomato juice bottles were always fucking tiny. Like smaller than a tonic bottle water. Bottle water?
I've heard of gestickt, but I'm not sure what it means.
Who's asking? Because...
Boss tuber.
Oh, right, it can't be trusted then. The best Bloody Mary is Paddy on the Rocks. I mean, the best...
I automatically saw an Irish person on the rocks then. Sorry.
He's just doing a little jig in a green suit with a hat.
It was the Giant's Causeway.
Of course. Of course, where else would they fucking be? Good evening, Skywatcher. Alright, Skywatchers. Like, I was like, who the fuck's calling me that? What? See, I only really read from about the bottom 4 things, and if I have to go up further, then I hurt my neck, and that just... If it's cold, does that make it gazpacho? I'm not even sure what gazpacho actually is. Is it like a fruit? Or is it like a type of... Is it like a mix of things? I don't know.
Whiskey and iron brew.
I only know gazpacho from...
Whiskey and iron brew is quite nice.
Most things mixed with whiskey are quite nice. Except for fresh orange, as in squeezed orange juice and whiskey is lovely. Fizzy orange juice and whiskey is fucking gross.
Fiddly-dee potato.
Fiddly-dee potato, fuck's sake. But gazpacho soup is something that I only know. Gazpacho soup, it's soup. Thank you. Very useful. I only know it from... it's cold tomato soup. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's served with ice in it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like cold. But I know it from Red Dwarf because Rimmer's last words are gazpacho soup as he dies, and then later it becomes a hologram. Because he finally got to sit at the captain's table and he's like really pleased with himself. And he's like, finally. And then they bring out the gazpacho soup and he gets his and he goes, this is fucking cold. And he sends it off to get it heated up. And everyone's just like, oh, come on, man. Everybody knows gazpacho. Literally the only thing I know it from. It's fucking gross. I'm sure it is, unless it's got vodka in it.
A bloody
gazpacho. Yeah, I can imagine a steaming hot bowl of gazpacho soup. I think it's one of those things.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you literally put ice cubes in it. I figured that was a bit gross.
I don't know. They're basically frozen croutons, just without the bread.
Yeah, but croutons don't melt.
I love croutons. Croutons is one of those things that you like, if you manage to get a package of them, you're like, I'll just eat on its own.
The first time I had them was, I went to London for the first time with my dad. And said, oh, let's go get some lunch, but I didn't want to eat anything big because we'd be walking around all day.
That's literally the opposite of my reasoning.
Yeah. And so I went, oh, it's fine, I'll just get a salad or something. I went, okay. And it came with croutons on it, like little bread cubes. And I was like, what the fuck are these?
Oh my god, you're so common.
I was so confused by it. Why is this on a salad?
Yes, you get croutons on salad.
And after I was like, oh my god, they're well nice.
Oh, that's why they put them on, because they're delicious. A little bit of fucking olive oil. Lovely. Stale bread equals bad. Croutons equal good. The paradox. Yo, I had 6 whiskey bottles. You did. Bum love is free love. Fuck's sake. Wait, a good warm gazpacho soup, and it is a thing. Well, I think what you'll find is that it's sacrilege and heresy. And what's the point of having something like gazpacho soup if it isn't a test of someone's knowledge? And for everyone to feel superior to the one guy who doesn't know that gazpacho soup is served cold.
Well,
that's the point of these things.
I'm not sure if it's wise to be getting culinary advice from anyone in the UK. Right, well, that is true actually, because most of the stuff I eat is not English. Most is Mexican or Indian.
There's plenty of good food in the UK. At the end of the day,
fish and chips is nice.
I'm going to assume you're American because that's the popular opinion in America that English food is terrible. You invented spray cheese. You can fuck off. Like, your opinion is invalid.
Look at average weight of Europe. Look at average weight.
No, to be fair, that does mean that their food is probably quite tasty.
That's why you're so fat.
But not good. There is a difference between good and tasty. Yeah, there are a lot of fucked up English dishes, but then, you know, there's lots of really delicious ones. Bangers and mash with gravy is one of... If there was a god...
You made that the other day. Oh, well, nice.
It's fucking delicious. Cumberland sausages, some ridiculously fancy gravy from fucking Morrison's that was, like, cheaper than other ones for some reason. So I was like, fuck it, let's have the fancy stuff. Really nice gravy. And just a bit of mash. Fucking amazing. Shut up, Americans. You think digestives and meat sauce go together? Is that the, what is it? Biscuits and gravy. Which is a really confusing thing. I don't, like, white gravy? That's not right.
That's just white sauce, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't think it's just white sauce. I don't know what it is. I'd like to try a good one. We invented American cheese. Forgive us.
Oh, God.
Spray cheese is a modern wonder. I've got to... What I wonder is, does it make a good adhesive? Because it looks like it does. It looks like it makes, like, the world's best adhesive. Like, if you compared it to an epoxy...
You mean that stuff like people... they put in, like...
It's bright orange.
They put in, like, cracks of drywall to fill in to seal the holes in it.
Yeah, a bit like polyfiller.
Yeah.
But you just put cheese in it instead. Then you have smells of cheese forever.
It's not just any cheese, fake cheese.
I bet it doesn't go off. I bet it doesn't fucking... There's that...
Yeah, you mean like those plastic cheese slices?
There was that thing, and the thing that really... it is genuinely disturbing to look at. But it's like, burger made in...
Oh, there you go. White gravy is flour-based gravy using pork fat.
Oh, that sounds fucking awesome.
That sounds well nice, actually.
Oh my god. Make me hungry.
Oh, it's Greek.
It's basically pork gravy.
We want to go to Greece.
No, you want to go to Greece. Because you want to go into the middle of a busy town and then shout, Malacca!
True, but I also want to go
Potentially on fire while running around rolling.
I also want to go for the beaches.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Most Mediterranean beaches are lovely. So you could probably go...
I'm very thin and haven't had spray cheese in 20 years. That's why.
Yeah, very much. But, fake food. Vienna sausage wrapped in American cheese. Oh, my God. I only just heard of Vienna sausages. Basically, it's this... It comes in a tin. They're like...
anything that comes in a tin
they're little
is
hot
gross.
dogs. I think they're little hot dogs. But they're not very good.
Well, no, it comes in a tin.
I think the comparison is, you know, the sausages that come in beans and sausages.
Yeah.
But they at least get the flavour of the beans. Imagine that without the bean flavour.
Oh God.
Yeah, they'd be fucking... They'd be grim. But I was going to say, like, I think someone did a test where they got a burger that was made of...
Plain white sauce makes your teeth go grey.
Fucking hell, I haven't watched that in ages. Mm. I want some black pudding now, please. I need some. Oh, no, not a fan.
Mr. Sensible has this processed cheese slice in a picture frame on his wall, and it has his YouTube play button, and he has not gone off in 4 months.
Fucking hell. That's really nasty. Yeah, they took a freshly made burger from some place that makes it all fresh ingredients, blah, blah, blah. And then they took a McDonald's burger. And the McDonald's burger looked basically the same after, like, a number of days, maybe even weeks. So it was really fucking grim. But, I do like me a double cheeseburger. You got to give McDonald's its due in the fact that it makes addictive food. And that's why you shouldn't eat it. Any food that makes you sort of crave it, unless it's...
Well, I didn't crave it, but I craved gherkins the other day.
You did crave gherkins the other day.
Yeah.
But you would have the shit out of a double cheeseburger.
Well, yeah, they've got gherkins in it. I love gherkins, but I can't have one.
The thing is, we were looking at Just Eat because we were like, I was like, I can't be arsed cooking, and you were like, get takeaway then, fool. and I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, they've got McDonald's. And you went, oh my God, double cheeseburger. I was like, oh, okay. So I went through the thing and I was like, okay, let's order some food and fuck it. We haven't had McDonald's in probably over a year.
Last time we had it
was at the Firehouse.
We went to the cinema.
Yeah.
To go watch Infinity War.
No.
We went to cinema, me and you, to watch Marvel.
We went to KFC. When we went to see Spider-Verse, we took the girls to McDonald's.
It was the kids, yeah, it was the kids. That was ages ago, that.
Yeah.
That was like 2 birthdays ago.
But that was at the Firehouse.
Yeah, that was 2 birthdays ago. So like over 2 years ago.
I don't think it was over 2 years ago, but it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so it had the Just Eat thing. And Just Eat now, loads of extra restaurants have been added, which is great. It means that you can order from practically anywhere. And, so I was like, oh, McDonald's, let's try that. And I went through the whole thing. Everything looks cushy. I'm like, great. Went to order and it said, delivery times. Tomorrow, 11:20 in the morning. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? How did you think that I wouldn't maybe think, no thanks, I want the foods now?
Have you ever tried a triple cheeseburger from McDonald's? I didn't realise they did them.
You can probably just ask for one. McDonald's
I guess it's just you pay for a double cheeseburger and ask for
McDonald's is never filling for me. You're not ordering enough. I don't order like one. There's a reason I'm fat. But with McDonald's, like I'll have 3 double cheeseburgers and you'll have maybe 2. You usually would have had a couple.
Well, yeah, because I usually have a Big Mac anyway. So that's having 2 anyway. So.
Yeah. So, and then a large chips each and usually a milkshake. And that's reasonably filling.
Keeping in mind that UK burgers are a lot smaller.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Large in the UK is like a small in America. It's fucking bizarre.
It's fucking weird.
I didn't realise this. American supersized sort of culture, as it were. That there's a reason... There's a reason that there's a size of American pants that has 3 pockets.
Like when I went to America when I was 9, everything was just bigger. I asked for a drink and they said, oh, do you want a regular? I went, yeah, I'll have a regular. And it was fucking huge. It
was what you would have considered even bigger than a large, I guess.
It was like extra large.
Extra
massive.
Large. I will never eat at Mackie D's. The food's shit both for taste and health. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, but gherkins.
Yeah, but I've eaten enough of it that I have a bit of my brain that is now programmed to think that it's good for me or think that it needs to be in me. It's definitely a guilty pleasure, and it's definitely not something that I actively choose to go to.
We think KFC is trash as well.
Yeah, KFC used to be a fucking event.
It was a really nice chicken.
I remember when it was like a big fucking deal to go to KFC. It was fucking delicious. Now, all the chicken is just smaller and more piddly than it ever used to be.
The chips are crap now.
The chips are fucking garbage. And, I don't know, the thing that used to be a saving grace for a while was the mini fillet burgers, and those have gone to trash as well. And we bought a bunch, and they were okay, but we bought like...
I don't know what they've done to it. They changed something in it that just... I think it is the chicken though, because the chicken used to be really like succulent.
The bread was fucking bad too.
Yeah, it was like kind of hard.
Yeah, the chicken used to be, it would melt in your mouth, and now it's just shite. It shites in your mouth.
Now it's like a military ration.
Yeah, and I don't get it. When I went to the UK for the first time for vacation, I thought I went through a mirror. Okay? How? Well, because people drive on the other side of the road. Okay, and people in mirror universes have slightly different accent but speak the same language.
No, it's like speaking American backwards here.
Yeah, I can't think of an example of that. Do Americans really not understand the cheeky Nando's? I'm a bit miffed by that. Is someone complaining about a cheeky Nando's? Oh, I'd go for a cheeky Nando's right now. You go for a cheeky Nando's? You got to get a cheeky Nando's.
I don't like Nando's.
Look, are you going to be a ledge or what?
I've been to Nando's once.
Right. You're completely missing the joke, you little twat. Listen here, you little shit.
I went to Nando's once.
I've never been to Nando's in my life.
My sister took me. And she says, oh, what do you want? I went, spicy chicken. She went, oh, well, just be careful because it might be really spicy because this has got 5 chilies on it. I'm like, nah, it'll be fine. Yeah. And I got it. And
it wasn't even spicy.
I barely tasted anything on it at all. I was so disappointed. And the chicken was fucking shit. And I was so disappointed. I was like, considering how fucking expensive. I said to her sister, I'm really sorry you had to pay for that. That was wank.
Yeah, and then she never took you anywhere.
Yeah, we never went again.
The wedges and green beans are pretty good still. The chicken, though, nope. Yeah, kind of the point. Pulling up to a Little Chef on Lambretta Series 3.
Little Chefs!
I haven't been to a Little Chef in... Last time I went to a Little Chef...
I think I was like 12.
Last time I went to a Little Chef was my best mate when I was at school. His dad was taking us to go smash up some shit. They didn't want to pay for someone to demolish something. So it's like, right, I've got a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old here. I'll just buy him some Little Chef and then give him some sledgehammers. We smashed something to bits. I can't even remember what it was, but I remember that Little Chef. I was like, this is very okay.
Last time I went was, I was...
Damn, now I want a cheeky man.
I was with my dad working in his wagon. And he'll make a sandwich for me for lunch. Because I was quite young.
Yeah.
And he forgot to make, because he's so used to making it just for himself, he forgot to make me one.
Oh, God.
So we had to go to Little Chef. And that's the last time I ever remember going.
You've just reminded me of the first time my parents forgot to make me lunch. And I was in, not primary school, I was in, sometimes you get year 1 and 2 are like a separate school.
Or like infant school?
Yeah. I was in that. And my mum had forgotten to make me lunch.
Did you open your lunchbox and nothing was in it? Oh, that's devastating.
Oh, God, that was the worst day of my fucking life by a significant degree. I couldn't believe it. It was like the betrayal. I've never trusted her since.
Wimpy. Expensive McDonald's.
Wimpy chips. Which are fucking horrible.
Yeah, really nasty.
Classically horrible. Wimpy can't have existed in a long time.
No,
there's 3 of them.
There was one. My dad took us all to one with the girls. They were still.
Oh right, fucking hell.
They were still young though. I think they were about 3 or 4, and they had a massive tantrum in there, so we had to leave eventually.
Yeah, Wimpy. Wimpy burgers were all. I seem to recall that Wimpy, the burgers were good, but the chips were fucking trash. That's what I remember about them. I mean, it also depends where you go. Like, that's one of the franchises. Yeah, they're supposed to be the same. But if you've got dipshits who don't know how to cook chips. That's the other thing. I used to hate chips because the amount of times I'd had undercooked chips, so many times. So I just thought, oh, I must hate chips. They're gross. But I liked McDonald's chips because McDonald's chips are really, really hard to fuck up.
Yeah.
So I guess those were always good.
I was quite similar actually.
But once I had some good proper chips that were well cooked, oh my God, I was like, shit. And then I discovered mayonnaise and now I'm fat.
Nothing better than a brat running around a restaurant, finally tripping over something and face planting.
I just came in and heard he used to make a sandwich for me as I was quite young, and I knew it was Mrs. Thic, and it was quite sick. What?
Thanks, Anders.
But yeah, thinking of not remembering to like make the girls' lunch is, I don't want to give them that betrayal, but
no, not considering that they're.
But I'm not gonna act like my mum did.
They're really into their food as well.
Every
day, is it lunchtime yet? Is it lunchtime yet?
When I told my mum that that she'd forgotten to make me lunch, she was angry at me. She was pissed off at me because she was a busy woman and a little bit of a twat. And I think she would probably admit that when we were kids, she was a little bit of a twat. She was in an unhappy marriage, and that makes you a bit of a twat. But yeah, like if I would be devastated. I would feel guilty, and I wouldn't take it out on them. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Burger King chips used to be really nice, but then they started doing healthier options, and whatever they made to try and make their chips healthier has made them taste disgusting.
Oh yeah.
They're just not
Wait, did they call it options? But was it a replacement?
It's just a replacement. They tried.
What happened?
I don't know what they did. Maybe they changed the oil or whatever they used, but I don't know. They're not as nice as they used to be.
Do you know what?
But I like one thing that really disappointed me as well is because I like the Angus burgers that they do, and they used to have really thick onion rings in them.
Mm.
And they were really nice because I love onions. So I had really.
You're not a huge fan of onion rings usually, though.
No, not onion rings.
Oh, a hoop.
Raw onion.
A hoop of raw onion. Okay.
Yeah, I love raw onions. So
that's not an onion ring. You don't know what onion rings are.
They used to pack them into the top of the burger, and it was so nice to eat. But now they've got like dried onion bits.
Yeah, because they're cheaper.
I know it's cheaper, but it's disgusting.
I can imagine so.
It's like having sand in your mouth when you're eating it.
Oh, someone mentioned Burger King. Chicken Royale.
Every time.
That fucking ruined me. I wouldn't be half as fat now if it wasn't for the Chicken Royale.
And the jalapeno cheese things that you had at the pub.
Well, those didn't help, but I think it was the Chicken Royale because I used to dip those in mayonnaise as well. And it was the Chicken Royale that taught me that I love mayonnaise. Otherwise, I would never have tried it because I was a picky eater little shit. I think the Chicken Royale kind of ruined me for everybody because it made me realise, oh, I can try something new and it'll be nice. So, yeah. Chicken Royale is the MVP. I would eat the shit out of one of those right now. It'd be amazing. Do Americans have BTEC as an expression? I don't even know what you mean by that. I'm sad my drink had caffeine in it. Was it a vodka and Red Bull? I made sure my daughters always had a few dollars in case they needed something, you terrible person, lol. I know, I've never forgotten to give the kids food. At the moment, it's not a big deal because
they always constantly remind us all the time.
Oh, no, I mean, that's
9 o'clock in the morning. Is it lunchtime yet?
Oh, fucking hell. No, I mean, in terms of the kids going to school and having school, at the moment, because of their age, they are on free school meals. Every kid is at that school, at that age. But once they get to, I think it's next year, then they won't have that. And, yeah, I don't even know if they would be able to buy lunch or anything like that. I mean,
no, yeah, you can buy lunches.
Right.
They say, but you have to pay up front for the term.
I know. I always find that schools take the piss.
They want
like how fucking much does it cost to make a sandwich and have some fucking crisps with it? It doesn't cost £2. It doesn't cost £2 a go.
When they first started at the school, it was like £2.80 for one per child.
Yeah, that's
for one school dinner. But now they've changed it, and I think it's gone up to like £3.20.
So, well, just £3 per child per day is £30 a week. I ain't paying £30 a fucking week just to feed them. They can have sandwiches. Hi, West Prairie Bourbon or Strathens Bourbon. Feel free to weigh in on my next whiskey. I'm so basic, I love McDonald's fries. Yeah. Which one should you drink? Well, I've never had either. So send me a bottle of each and then I'll tell you.
Sample.
sample bottle.
70 centilitre sample.
If they come in litre, preferable, because you don't want me choosing the wrong one. And I mean, I won't taste any of it, but whichever one gets me the drunkest, Oh.
But yeah, it actually works out a little bit better if we're gonna do packed lunches for the kids. Because now she's been all vegetarian-esque.
Yeah, but she still eats cheese, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think
she can just have cheese sandwiches.
She told me when my dad took them out the other day. She went, "I had tuna," and I'm like, "Okay." And she said that she eats fish because fish are not cute.
Yeah.
She does not eating chickens, pigs, cows, anything like that because they're cute, and she'll eat fish because they're not cute.
Yeah. Which, do you know what? As reasoning goes, I am totally into that as reasoning. Like, if the reasoning is because it makes me better than everyone else, you can fuck right off. I don't care.
She doesn't want to eat cute animals.
It's as simple as that, and I can support that. Right, Team Skeptic, how you doing, mate? Do Americans really spill chip down their pants? That's really weird, guy. I don't understand.
No idea.
Jim, Jack, or Johnny? Oh, do you mean Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, or Johnny Walker? I've not had Johnny Walker, if that's right, if I'm right. I do like Jack, and I do like Jim. If I get both of them sort of poured into my face as fast as possible, that's preferable. And I'm sure Johnny Walker, if that is what that is, and I'm not being completely stupid, then yeah.
Oh, she already thinks pigs are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think pigs are delicious.
I don't need to take her to a farm. She knows pigs are cute.
Woof. No. I think he's saying that she will stop thinking that they're quite so cute.
Oh no, she does anyway because I've taken to a I can't remember what the farm's called, but they have like giant pig pens that open that people can walk through and basically see how
Animals.
they farm pigs. Basically, they don't take her into a slaughterhouse.
I would eat otter if it tasted good.
But they're like birthing pens for the pigs. And yeah, she saw all the piglets and fell in love with them.
So did I.
Little bacon seeds.
Oh, bacon seed. That's the thing. How powerful do you get when you drink your whiskey? It's more about controlling the power. I drink because you need me to drink. Otherwise, you will all burn. Burn forever.
He drinks for your sins.
I do. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. No. Is she eating fish? She is a pescatarian and not a vegetarian. Yeah, she's not specifically trying to be vegetarian. She just didn't want to eat animals for whatever reason. Because when we told her, and we've never been shy about telling them where their food comes from. We're not these people who fucking lie to their kids for the sake of their feelings.
We've never hid anything like that before.
But she doesn't listen.
They're really bad at listening. So, like, when she finally clicked that meat is from animals, even though we've told her 1,000 times.
What the fuck are you drinking, mate? You speak about whiskey, but I heard sparkles and shit. That's not the way to... I'll drink whiskey any way it gets into my body, and most of the time I drink it as a tall drink with a mixer. You can fight me. If you want me to drink expensive whiskey, you can pay for it. And then I'll drink some Glenmorangie, because I like Glenmorangie, and I'll drink that neat. But if I'm drinking cheap, which is what I usually drink, because...
the whole point is to get drunk, not how it tastes.
It's about getting drunk on a flavour I can tolerate. That's why I don't drink beer. I used to drink cider. I used to drink cheap, ridiculous, nasty fucking Frosty Jacks. Anyone who knows what that is will go, yeah, that shit's fucking gross, and it will get you hammered. When I was poor, that's what I used to drink to get a buzz on. Now I drink cheap whiskey with mixers because it tastes pleasant and it gets me drunk. But if you want to get me really drunk, no. If you want me to get drunk in the right way, you can pay for it, but I ain't.
The Irish actually drink less than the English, and the Irish drink more tea.
That sounds like a fact. That sounds like one of those things that's completely true.
Maybe because it's a lot of you get Catholicism in Ireland, don't you?
It's quite a religion. There's a lot of religiosity. I've had my best experience with cider. Did you do a sex once at someone?
Do a sex at someone?
You found Glenmorangie peaty. That's one of the reasons I like it. It doesn't taste particularly peaty to me. Some of the other ones. I forget the names.
Jameson's.
Jameson's is an Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
And I can't drink that because I can't drink Irish whiskey anymore. It makes me very, 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 very ill. Frosty was worse than oh yeah.
Yeah, Frosty's worse than Light. It's really fucking sour.
Absolutely disgusting. You have it with a bit of blackcurrant and it's just disgusting and tastes a bit like blackcurrant. It's not pleasant and I wouldn't recommend. But if you're trying to get drunk, it's a very, very, very cheap way to getting drunk.
My little sister was the same. She didn't want to eat lamb because she didn't know at the time that kebab meat was lamb.
Oh man, I'd love a kebab.
That depends, because a lot of that kebab meat is not lamb.
If you've got those big brown slabs of meat, that's all sorts of stuff.
It's just mixture.
It's mystery meat. Yeah. It's basically hot dog, except with kebab flavour and spices.
If you go to a proper restaurant, like a proper Turkish restaurant, and get a kebab.
A proper kebab can be anything. A proper kebab will be I've seen like a really beautiful looking. It was slapped with chicken.
Yeah.
And and they sliced it off and it looked fucking gorgeous. I would have eaten the shit out of that. But yeah. It's one of those things. So Thic, does your use have a fursona? If not, I'm envisioning a panda. Why the fuck would I be a panda?
The fuck is a fursona? Oh, right, okay. Right, I get it.
I love the fact that you didn't know and then you immediately knew as soon as you thought about it for even half a second. What would my fursona be if I had one? The moon.
The moon soda.
The moon, yeah. I'd just be the moon. No, that actually makes it sound like I'm one of those inflation fuckers and that shit is super goddamn weird. You don't know what inflation is, do you?
No, I'm trying to decide what your persona would be.
It better be something cool.
I don't know. Because bear is the easiest one to call you, because you're really fucking hairy and big.
Yeah.
It's too easy though.
But even for a fat guy, I'm kind of lithe.
That's the thing though, you're really tall as well, so it doesn't work.
I'm almost what one might call lanky, but not quite. I'm too fat to be lanky. Ooh, that was nasty. Jesus. Ugh, wet burp.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wild turkey. Oh.
What would my fursona be? Something really fucking annoying.
Your fursona would be you.
A flea. That's pretty annoying.
A tick. Buried into someone's flesh. Feeding parasite. Yeah, yeah.
Yay, there we go.
Thic, I am facing a conundrum. I like all the meats that go into a hot dog individually, but hot dogs as a whole are nasty. Is my hot dog obsession science or pseudoscience? Try some like proper German sort of bratwursty things, because they're very similar, but cheap hot dogs are probably going to be kind of nasty, but decent bratwurst in a hot dog bun is probably going to be quite nice, especially if you find one that you really like. Some of them have all sorts of shit in it, like with any sausage.
Have you ever had a black bush?
No, mine's brown.
Mine's black.
Oh, that's true. Yes, then. Jim Beam Devil's Cut will have you face down in a mud puddle on the edge of a railway tracks this 4th of July. Well, it definitely can. I've had that one that comes in the sort of stumpier bottle. That's really tasty. Meat-filled tube with mystery meat. Yum. Pandas aren't cool. Pandas are fucking lame. They are just absolutely
it doesn't make any sense.
Shite animals.
It doesn't make any sense either, though, because
they need to go extinct.
Most of their diet is off of one thing, which is not you.
Oh, God, no. I constantly have a go at you for not eating enough variety in your food. Like, I don't like mushrooms.
No, mushrooms are nasty.
Mushrooms are delicious, and you should shut your hooker mouth.
Anything that has curry in the name.
A man bear pig.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah, she likes curries. She likes Thai green.
Oh, I love Thai green.
She likes Balti.
Yeah.
She likes a good boona.
Boona, yeah.
Because she can go,
Rogan
give me a boona. You like a
Rogan
Rogan Josh. You like a Jaff.
I love Jalfrezes.
You're not a big fan of the Vindaloo?
No, because it's hot for hot's sake.
Yeah. And it's something that's actually hot.
I've had, what do they call it? Nagi Vindaloo?
Right.
They use Nagi peppers or something in it. That is fucking well nice. And it really burns as well. It's nice.
Panda, the lamest of bears, exactly. Pandas are delicious. I bet they are. Mushroom
if you
pakora.
are what you eat, pandas probably taste like wood.
Oh, I've had a chicken pakora, and I've had a number of chicken pakoras. I like chicken pakora. Never thought to have mushroom pakora. That would be quite tasty. Mushroom curry. She wouldn't eat it.
No, I don't like mushrooms. They're horrible and dirty.
The other one, as a fan of spicy food, she doesn't like chili because she doesn't like kidney beans.
Chili?
Chili, as in a chili con carne.
Oh, right. No, I don't like kidney beans. If it wasn't without kidney beans, I'd eat it.
Yes, but most of them taste of kidney beans.
Yeah, but if it didn't have kidney beans in it, I'd eat it.
I mean, I have a chili sauce in there that's not chili sauce. Chili con carne sauce that I don't think I prefer Tim Curry. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, Naga Viper pepper. Yeah, they're well nice. They're really spicy as well.
Serious question. Do you eat Taco Bell? We don't have them over here. I have been eating Taco Bells. Have you been eating Taco Bell since the 90s? Do you also remember the tube of meat they squeezed into their tacos? No need for denial. We have a group. I don't think they exist in this country.
We don't have Taco Bell in this country.
Yeah, that's one of the things you have to remember, is that the UK, unless it's super duper big, we probably don't have it.
Like, we have restaurants.
There might be like a couple of them, in London or something.
Though, we have more restaurants where things are cooked in-house than we do than takeaway type.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, but we have a lot of them.
But most of our takeaway things are independently owned. They're not franchises. Yeah,
absolutely. I don't even know if there is a franchised curry house in this country. They might be sort of under franchised, like that you don't see it.
They might be part of a group, but they're not a franchise.
No, not a known franchise anyway. But there's a Taco Bell in Southampton. Well, there you go. But I would put money on that an English Taco Bell would probably...
I've not seen any up north.
One of the things you have to remember is in different countries, like the recipes for things in different countries are very different. One of the ones that always comes to mind is Guinness is a very different drink dependent on the country that you get it from. Sir Thic would be a rat as a persona, running around, not giving a feck, eating and drinking whatever he'd get.
That's me!
Pissing a lot of people off.
Yeah! I'm a rat. Actually, that makes a lot of sense, though. Rats are quite frisky as well, so...
Oh, God.
Ratkins.
You're
rat orgies.
You want a rat king orgy? Would that be several rat kings?
I am quite mouse-like, though. I'm small.
You're a giant twat.
Yeah. No one really likes me. People think I'm shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing...
Oh, God, have you seen size of rats that are around here, though?
I've seen one or two.
Yeah, they're fucking huge.
I mean...
one of them came... I was walking up the road, and one of them came out of the bushes and ran across the road. I'm like, shit in hell, it's like a cat. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, it's one of the things living in a heavily populated area is something like you're never more than about 7 feet away from a rat, which is not the... If you don't know what a rat king is, don't look it up because it's gross.
Rat king is a lot of the time is because rats they go together to keep warm, but their tails get caught and twisted into each other, and they basically become one organism.
Well, not really.
Not really, but they basically...
They become one thing.
But there's a lot of them. There's loads of them.
And it's fucking disturbing. Yeah. I can't imagine that they live very long after that. I imagine most rat kings you run into are dead. But yeah, the name of it is... I don't know if it's necessarily ironic, but it's kind of... Night of Rats.
It's a slightly smaller rat king.
It's like 3 rats. I've had UK and Canadian Taco Bell. UK was better, but the Canadian Taco Bell was like dog food. Oh. Yeah, I had a funny feeling that the UK one was probably going to be of a higher standard.
We do tend to have quite high food standards in the UK.
There's certain expectations from what you get out of your food.
Like, one of the things as now is like loads of people are petitioning because Trump is trying to get American food stuff sold in the UK.
Right.
And loads of people are petitioning against it because a lot of the way that Americans handle their food production, their meat production in particular.
Right.
A lot of UK people do not want that at all.
Well, we'll have our own set of standards, and if they don't meet those standards, we won't buy it.
The chlorine wash chicken and things like that.
Nice.
And we don't do that here.
Squirrel kings are more common here. Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Because squirrels are like kind of cute, and that just brings oh my God, if that's actually a thing, Jesus. With Gary, the rats in New York are ganging up on having wars, which means when it's all said and done, people are going to come out of quarantine and have to fight off the superior rat army. And I, for one, welcome our rat overlord.
Rats are actually quite clean animals. They do get a bad reputation. The reason they got a bad reputation is because people thought they spread the plague, which they didn't.
Right.
And they became associated with disease and stuff.
Well, they would have turned up a lot because there were corpses about to eat.
Some experts have said if you get rid of rats, they clean up after human society a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So you'd have way more fucking food waste and things like that.
To be fair,
rats weren't around.
One of the things that people forget is that something that takes over a niche very well and is the primary thing that does it doesn't mean that there aren't other things that will do it. Now, whether or not those things are more or less desirable is another question entirely. But the whole idea that, the whole bee thing. Now, as I understand it, that it would be a bit of would be a total disaster.
I'm sure rats do have diseases attached to them, but the point is they did not spread the bubonic plague. That was just people being really fucking unhygienic.
Yeah. I mean, they had boobies on them. You've got to clean those.
Fuck's sake.
Rats do spread plague. I mean, specifically the bubonic plague.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, she said that. If she's wrong...
That's what I said. I didn't say plague. I said the plague.
I can't give blood because I was in the UK when the mad cow thing happened. Well, as in you can never give blood again?
Yeah. You're not allowed to.
Eh?
Yeah. If you were born... I was just before it. Just after it, I think.
Right.
There's a point where mad cow disease was pretty bad in the UK.
Right.
And because they think the disease can live within your brain and stuff, and it can linger. So a lot of people who were born in a certain time span can't give blood because they might be passing on mad cow disease.
Okay.
Yeah. It was slightly before when I was born, I think.
Well, that would be me then.
Yeah, but you don't want to give blood.
I know, it's mine.
Exactly, so you haven't got a problem.
Yeah, but you've always gone, you should give blood. I'm like, but it's mine.
But the thing is, you get screened anyway.
Maybe I can't. Oh, well, then if you get screened, then it doesn't...
It's the thing, though. It's one of the things that really fucking annoys me. Because, gay people are not allowed to give blood. Because...
within a year, isn't it?
No, gay people are not allowed to give... If they're in a gay relationship...
Oh, was it the bi thing?
As bi people as well, you're not allowed to.
I thought you...
No, because, the reason I couldn't give it is because
You had a relationship with a bisexual person.
My ex was bi as well, and he was with a man before me.
Right.
And because he was with a man before me... E.
There's an H in that word.
E.
There's only 2 fucking letters. You should pronounce both of them.
I don't pronounce my H's.
Yeah, but it's 2 fucking letters. Come on. He.
Alright, because and then I couldn't give blood for a year.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, oh no.
It's just really stupid because they screen everything anyway. I know it's in case something slips through, but the screening system is really good, so...
Mad Cow would make a great heavy metal band.
It probably is a heavy metal band.
But only if it was all mad cows. I give so much blood every year to Texas Mosquitoes. Fuck those guys. They're a rubbish football team anyway. The Texas Mosquitoes. Of course he's in Dallas. I thought that's like literally the only place in Texas is Dallas. That's a fact backed up by science. Don't quote me.
Actually, I'm trying to think of other places in Texas. And that's the only one that rings a bell.
You also can't give blood if you've been with a sheep.
That's understandable, I guess.
So you never should have given...
Oh, you mean you're saying I shouldn't have been with a bisexual man, I should have been with a sheep?
I thought he was a sheep.
No, he was a dick. He wasn't a sheep.
Sorry. He was like a deer. A young deer.
A dick.
Yeah. There are no mosquitoes in my neighbourhood because I ratted out the location of their lair to the county. The department has the coolest name. Vector Control. I guess.
Oh, yeah, Austin. Yeah. Oh,
or
I didn't realise Houston was in Texas.
Yeah. Houston. Austin.
Houston.
No, you are right. Scientifically proven. Dallas is the only place in Texas. As a fan of whiskey, you have to try Black Bush and all the 25-year-old stuff. Send it.
Well, I'm 30 and I have a Black Bush.
Fuck's sake, woman.
What?
So basically every Welshman. What's the thing? Why do the Welsh fuck sheep up mountains? Because they push backwards.
Fuck's sake. I've not heard that one. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that's not true. They just fuck them anyway. Leave it to Karen to call the cops on mosquitoes. Yeah, Alaska being the largest US state, because of the way the map is, it doesn't look that big.
I was taking the piss out of my own accent.
Kyoto
I don't call it Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, I was taking
the planet Houston.
I was taking the piss out of my own accent.
It is a terrible fucking accent, and
I say Houston.
Texas has been a bit twitchy since 1949 when they stopped being the biggest state. Actually, I was watching a thing today. It was about fucking. No. Trying to describe it. It was about Miss America pageant, and they were showing a clip of like a really old one, and the really old days one, and it's like, oh, this great competition, even Alaska is joining in, and they were mentioning it because this was like 50 years ago, and Alaska had just become one of the states, so it was just kind of amusing. My persona is a shaved monkey with back problems. So a human. Just a human. I really need a pee. Be entertaining for a number of minutes.
I dream one day humanity will colonize Houston. Planet Houston.
Planet Houston.
If Uncle Jack helped you off an elephant, would you help your Uncle Jack off the elephant asking for a friend? That's pretty good. Planet Houston is the second superhuman Superman movie, if you don't remember. I don't know, I'm not a massive fan of the Superman stuff. I like Batman. And I like X-Men. And I like some of the Marvel stuff's okay, I guess. But that's about it. Flammable lemons? What? Demand to see Life's Manager. I know I live in North Canada. You gonna watch your kids in spring around here? See, this is why I'm crap alone. I have no idea what's going on. Why don't you ask me some questions and I can answer them? And if it's about Thic, sure, go ahead. Bum, 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 bum. Have you... Mrs. Thic has never played Portal. I've watched Thic play it, but I haven't really played it myself. We played the 2-player thing a little bit, but not really. I heard a flammable level, squeeze the peel. It's like a mint. Oh my god, really? You can make a flamethrower with a lemon. How many times last week did you ask to speak to the manager? I don't know, he's Thic the manager, so probably plenty. I don't usually have to ask to speak to him though. I usually just speak to him. Flammable lemons and demanded his lives manager. All reference to Portal 2. Ah, okay. I don't really remember Portal 2 much. I remember the first one more. Who has longer toenails? Probably me, because he bites his.
Who bites what?
You bite your toenails.
I don't bite my toenails.
Well, I don't know what you do, but mine are always longer than yours.
No, I clip mine constantly. Or I pick them with my fingernails. Also, apologies for being left with this for so long.
No, you can't bite.
I had to poop.
Your belly's too big to bite them.
I'm just not one of the kids who can bite their fucking toenails, the crazy little bastards.
I can bite them. Oh, God, not anymore. Jesus.
I can bite them.
I haven't tried in years, to be honest.
That was fun to watch.
What's your favourite colour? Red.
Who's your favourite colour?
What?
Fred.
There's a good YouTube video that makes certain reasons why second Superman movie was so bad. I think a lot of them are bad, though.
Which Superman movie? Like
the second
one with Christopher Reeves. What's the opposite of Christopher Reeves? Christopher Walken.
Mrs. Thic, would you like to do an art collab with someone eventually?
A what collab?
Art? How do you do an art collab?
I wouldn't do it. I might do a video. Like bit.
That's to me, you numbnuts. Mrs.
Oh.
Like, when the fuck are you going to do an art?
I don't know. I just thought these were questions from me. Now I'm all sad.
Why is your favourite colour? Colour of blood? Why? I don't know. I just like red. It's a nice colour.
I do like me some red.
Ugh.
I was born 8 miles away from where Christopher Reeves broke his neck, which explains a lot about my personality. Kryptonite poisoning. Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know how to do an art collab. Do like I draw half a picture and then you do the other half? I have no idea how that works. I am planning though to make a lot of my D&D stuff into like animated style storytelling. But that's something that I'm slowly working on. Because I'm also working on a D&D campaign at the same time, so I have to do all the assets for that.
Mm.
And I've been doing it today, drawing shitloads of pictures of rabbits.
Does who want to come on your podcast? Her or moi? Because that's one of the things, like, I've been meaning to do a bit more sort of YouTuber outreach, because I should do more. It's just anxiety. I'm more comfortable not doing it, but I know it would.
If you send him a Twitter message with a time and date.
It'll only be during the week at this point because although I did work this weekend both days, although I minimised the amount of work that I did, but I really, really, really wanted to finish the video I was working on. To be honest, it turned out fucking great.
Oh, that's weird.
What's weird?
Somebody do one half of the picture and the other person does the other half.
Yeah, that's a common thing.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't have any friends, but that's probably why. I've never heard of that before.
We did that at school, where you would draw half a picture and the other person would draw the other half.
Never did that.
It sort of I think the point is to sort of make you look at how other people do things, and sort of give you ideas of how you might improve things, or how they're complete shit garbage, and should be beaten to death with sticks.
Well, we compared pictures in art class, and a lot of people were shit.
It's not the same. When you have like a distinct line down the middle, it's not the same. It's not just. It shows you how different. But
Okay.
The other thing was like I was quite good at art when I was a kid.
And then you met me.
No, and then I met.
My art shit anyway.
I met a teacher who was the epitome of bad teacher and ruined my love for art by being an absolute dipshit.
No, I don't have an art channel. I have my channel which has D&D stuff on it, and I think it
and
has
some art.
I think it has an art drawing.
A few
thing
streams.
on
It has a few art streams.
but nothing major. I'm really bad on my own when it comes to talking to a microphone. So
to be fair, most of the time you had me there as
which is why I needed you there, because I'm shit on my own.
Yeah.
I instantly go into oh fuck mode, and I'm
Okay.
like I have no idea what to say or do anymore.
Yeah, to be fair, 9 times out of 10 it just became me chatting shit with people.
I prefer
Which is
that
fair.
though. I prefer that. It's just that's what we normally do anyway. Like even when we go out and we're talking to people, I just stand there gormless and let you talk to people, and people remember me because I'm there.
Team Skeptic, Conspiracy Cats, and Simon Dan would be some good co-ops. I know Team Skeptic has talked about either a stream or a collab. He might have offered me a video that I accidentally did.
He's in chat.
I know he is, but I'm just talking about him, not to him. I think he might have sent me a video that I then forgot where I got the video from and then made a video. It was either him or someone else, but I was really embarrassed because I never fucking remember. Who draws my avatar? Mrs. Thic designed it, and then a fella called... Like this specific one...
The one that's on screen now,
was drawn by Mrs. Thic.
I did that, but the one he uses in his normal videos, Excelis did that.
Excelis did that because he offered to basically unify my artwork, which Mrs. Thic is very talented, but she's not very good at uniformity, which is why her boobs are two different shades in that picture. But you are getting a lot better with the tablet.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm considering getting her a proper Wacom one and taking her current one so I can start drawing stick figures in videos. Because I actually realised that it would be quite useful for me to quickly draw diagrams and shit.
No, we haven't played that, but he keeps saying that I should play that game.
Vampire the Masquerade. Mostly because I have played it. It's a great game. Some fucking awesome twists in it. I think you should play it because you would enjoy it. It's Skyrim but slightly harder. But it's a lot more brutal.
I'm assuming it's janky as shit because it's a really
It is pretty janky.
Yeah, it's an old game.
It was the very first game in the Half-Life 2 engine.
Oh fuck no.
No, it's good.
How about I just?
It's a really good game.
How about you just play it for me?
Because I don't like it. It's a really good game.
How about I just watch somebody play it?
It was fantastic at the time. Because they'll make shit choices that will make you... Why did you choose them? Fuck you, asshole. I think it would be worth you doing it. Team Skeptic collab with Thic with a dual idiot / the dumbs counter. I second that motion. Yeah, I should do stuff like that. You be the new Grey Day Under, eh? Fuck's sake. The new get really big and then disappoint everybody. Because it focuses way too much on drama. God, Grade A Under A was really good until he started focusing on drama.
Right, okay, boss two. But the games that I play is I play Skyrim.
A
because
lot
I
of
still
Skyrim.
haven't fucking finished the quest line. And I haven't finished the Greybeard's quest line, and I've played it for God knows how long. Loads.
Yeah. Fallout.
I played Fallout a little bit. I like playing...
A little bit. I bet you've got at least 100 hours in it.
No, I ain't got 100 hours.
I bet it's at least 50, come on.
Oh, Fallout 76, I've got loads of hours in that.
What about Fallout 4?
I'm not sure.
I bet it's way more than you think it is.
I think it's like 50.
It's gotta be. It's a pretty high number for a video game.
I like City Skylines. I played that a bit.
You play that quite a bit, mostly to design.
Prison Architect was pretty good. I play Planet Zoo quite often. I like buildy games. I like relaxing buildy games. She
really likes black and white until something comes to attack her, and then she doesn't know what to do.
But I apart from that, I play D&D every week, so that's pretty much Yeah,
you play it.
But my entire week is based around my D&D campaign.
I like Portal 2. I wouldn't say it's the best game I've ever played. I tell you what we're playing at the moment that we both pretty like is A Night in the Woods, which...
that is pretty good, yeah.
In terms of a game, it's... I don't want to call it not much of a game. It feels like a game, and it's certainly not like a walking simulator or anything, but the writing is top notch. And we played it enough to get to a moment of sort of interaction between characters and a little bit of gameplay that I think made me go, right, I really like this game. It was the water fountain bit.
Yeah, it's more of it's more like you're more like you're part of somebody's experience rather than you're playing a game.
As I understand it, depending on who you go with at certain moments, changes the story like a lot.
Yeah.
And you can focus on different characters, so that's some good replay value. And it also randomly has a hack and slash minigame in it, and I looked it up, and apparently it's quite full-fledged and featured. It was difficult enough. I got killed very quickly in it. But so A Night in the Woods, as long as you're happy to read text, but the characters are so... Like, there's a fox character who waves his arms a lot, and he's like, yeah, it's good. I like it. Mm.
But D-Rabbits, if you want me to do an art collab with you, send me something on Twitter, and I'll take it and I'll put it on my tablet and do what I can with it.
Yeah.
If you
She doesn't know what that means.
I like drawing. It's relaxing, so I'm happy to do that if you want to do an art collab.
As long as you don't stress her out about it. It's a White Wolf game, kind of like the Mage of the Ascension or Werewolf the Apocalypse my brother actually wrote for the Challenging series. Is that a D&D thing? I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I'm missing bits of text. That's the problem. See, I feel like this should be way bigger and have way more. I mean, I guess...
That's what all women think.
What, this should be way bigger and way more?
Yeah.
True. Like that. Yeah. Oh,
that'll do.
I guess that's as much as it will possibly give us and still gives us this. Yeah, that works. But, oh, fucking hell. Yeah. Sorry, my nerd is showing. Oh, no. Nerds. Oh, my God, I've just remembered. Sweeties. Did you ever have nerds?
Nerds? Nerds
were little, sugary but super sour bits of what I could only describe as candy. You'd get them in a cardboard packet and you'd pull them out and they were really, really bitter. And like the artwork.
I remember, but I don't remember them calling nerds.
They might have had different names at different times, but I remember them being nerds. Zaps?
They were really like little sour squares that were chewing gum.
I remember
they were
sour Chewits.
They were called. There was these things called Zappits or Zaps or something. I can't remember.
I remember sour Chewits, and they had like crystals of sourness in them.
I don't know. Oh god, I spent so much most of my pocket money went on sweets.
Mm.
And my sister put everything in the bank.
And now she has a shitload of money and you don't.
She's just really frugal, my sister.
Oh, someone's twitted me. No, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to be clever and use my phone because it's another screen. Oh God, I just remembered. By
the way, another collab you could do is with Creepy. I'd watch that.
Oh, someone sent me a message. Oh, it's Quick Sticks. Accept.
Yeah. Just send me something, D-Rabbits, and I'll see what I can do. Don't expect much though. It's from me.
Right. It's fine to send me messages during the stream. Do not expect me to remember any of this tomorrow. Send me a message during the day tomorrow, and then I'll recall. The chances of me seeing this again are slim and none.
Can't you mark it as unread?
Nope.
Oh, right.
At least not that I'm aware of, or not that I'm going to try and figure out how to do right now. It's much easier to tell people to remind me to do things.
89% of magic tricks are not magic. Technically, they're sorcery.
That's about right.
Hey, 69 viewers. Nice.
I think it sort of hovers around that number, to be honest. We seem to have sort of stabled out.
Nobody leave.
I think nobody joined either.
Nobody join. If somebody joins, somebody leave.
Yeah, somebody gets kicked out immediately. We seem to have stabilised on a solid 70 viewers, regardless of what we're doing. Are we nearly 2 hours in? I think we are. But it's been nice, and you got more drinks. So
unfortunately for him, the daughter of the original head knight, Mrs. Thic, was beyond in love with him and begged for his life. She threw herself down, and the Templars spared his life. What? Is this fan porn or something again?
It sounds like... Oh my god, I just remembered that guy. He made constant fucking... Rule 34... text version of me and what the hell was he called? Fucking shit, I can't remember his name. His Teal Deer.
Teal Deer, yeah.
It's funny because there's a teal colour there. Yeah, that was odd. And Armoured Skeptic, because obviously
that Earth though, some people claim it's not flat.
Those fools. Everybody knows that it's an oblate penis.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
What?
People backed out the world further and further and further. To a certain point, it just looks like a blue cock in the middle of space.
It's just no, it's a giant golden cock with blue balls. Yeah, that's the shape of the Earth, and it rides on the back of a penguin. When I'm out diving, it's always the scorpion fish we watch out for. Nasty point. I can fucking imagine. I mean, anything that's called a scorpion fish is probably a complete bastard.
Oh, have you seen the scorpion fly? Oh god, that thing is horrible.
Is that the thing that looks a bit like a dragonfly, but with a scorpion tail?
Yeah, it's fucking...
I thought that was a fucking... Not a joke, but like not real.
I used that as one of the monsters in one of my campaigns.
Are they real?
Yeah, I took off its wings
That's
on one of the pictures,
horrendous.
and I took the rest of its body as one of the creatures for one of my campaigns. But, yeah.
Oh, why would God invent such a thing? It's almost like it doesn't exist. Scorpion fly. Oh God. Paneropa communis. Fuck off.
They're proper dirty, aren't they?
Yeah. Stop being nasty. Almost as bad as coconut crabs. They're only terrifying because they're fucking huge. Oh, those bastards. I would need to go to bed soon. The doctor will drink my blood tomorrow, so we'll need to get up early. Somebody please join. I don't want to break the 69. It's fine. You're allowed to go. You're allowed to go. You just fucked everything up. Some motherfuckers have always got to ruin a good thing, haven't they? But yeah, it's a 69 for me. Well, I think that YouTube doesn't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, that's the thing. I've had some really poor numbers recently. I think because I stopped doing my two of my videos a month, which is probably going to have to go back up. Unfortunately, if I want to keep growing as a channel, I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and figure out a way of making more videos without whatever. But yeah, because I've done that, it has definitely hurt my numbers. And the last video I did has gone from the worst performing video this month to it's now second from top, probably because it's a flat earth video and everybody loves a good flat earth video because flat earthers are funny, and I think I'm pretty funny. People have been it's apparently a good video. People have been watching it more than they've watched other videos, so that's always good. I just dropped from 70 to 68, sadly. They're the motherfuckers. Yeah. But
no, you missed the 69.
But at the very least, you'll probably be getting an extra couple of videos a month, and I'll just have to figure out a way of squeezing an extra video out a month, maybe. I need to build up a back catalogue. It needs to happen.
Does Mr. Sit listen to Nerd Poker Podcast, Funny Steam Podcast, right?
You listen to some D&D stuff,
I've got, I usually listen to Acquisitions Incorporated one.
The main one.
Mainly because I like the fact that some of the people from actual D&D are doing D&D. That's quite cool. But no, there's other ones that I really should listen to. I started listening to Critical Role, which really, I watched it from the beginning and it's really difficult to get into.
Right.
But I should listen to it while I'm doing artwork. Maybe that'll soak in my brain a little bit easier.
Yeah. Come on, dude. Quantity over the same amount of quality. I think I keep my quality up. That's why it's killing me. That's the issue. The issue is that I try and make every video as good as the last, and it kicks the shit out of me. But I've got to keep the quantity up, and I have to keep the quality up for my own sanity, and that's where cluster headaches come from. Trying to figure out how to, because at the end of the day, right now, I'm not making any less videos than I was last month. I just haven't been publishing some of them. I've got 3 videos in the pipeline that I haven't published yet, and I'm making one at the moment. But I'm not sure I'll get to keep those. So I just need to figure out a thing to bear in mind with that is that because the kids aren't at school at the moment.
That proper tickle.
What's proper tickled you?
Due to the abuse of the system, it may soon be illegal to mail cottage cheese. Oh, I'm crying.
Yeah. So, one of the big issues is that currently I can't really start working until about midday because we spend the mornings doing the school work that we're given. So either once the school holidays kick in, which is in a couple of weeks' time, and then they might be sent back to school. We're not 100% sure how the fuck that's going to work. But hopefully something where we don't have to teach them anymore, which means I get my mornings back. At the end of the day, that's... even if I only started working from 10 every day, that would be an extra 10 hours a week to work. So I could probably squeeze out another equal quality video in that time and still have my weekends. So I'd be really pleased if I could get an extra 4 videos and add that to a back catalogue a month. But let's just say fucking 2 videos extra a month to put into a back catalogue so that I have that thing so I can have breathing room. The whole point is to give me breathing room, give me space to start expanding my content, start doing stuff that I wouldn't do because I'm so fucking stressed out about just getting another video out. At the end of the day, at the moment, I'm not in the place of stressing about getting a video out. It's trying to make the videos good. And I think the last video, which you're not even going to know which one it is, but say 3 videos ahead, should reflect that. Because I think it's particularly funny. It's just got one of my favourite jokes I've ever made. Like, I keep watching it. You're right.
Yeah, I'm just annoyed.
You're annoyed at your leg?
No, because I've been going on the treadmill.
Right.
My calves...
don't look like mine.
No, my calves are really, like, they're quite muscular.
Right.
But my thighs are not. I've got really fucking fat thighs still. It's like everything's been taken out of my calves and the rest of my body's just sort of storing everything else. It's refusing to go anywhere except my calves.
Schrodinger's douchebag, a person who says something offensive and then is joking or not dependent on your reaction.
That's good.
See, I like to think of myself as a douchebag, but also I'm pretty much always joking. It's very unusual for me to say something offensive and not be joking. Everyone who says offensive things is always joking. But usually I'd like to couch my offence in absurdity. I like absurdity. If you're going to say something offensive and you mean it as a joke, make sure it's completely just obscene. Just like, what the fuck? It's much more easy to convince of the joke. Also, actually, most of the time, it's not the issue of people not knowing when I'm being offensive. The biggest issue I have is people not knowing when I'm pretending to be stupid. So I make a joke that makes me sound like an idiot, and then they go, "Oh, look at the poor idiot." And I'm like, "No, I was joking. I'm Schrodinger's idiot, apparently." I'm only joking when I'm pretending not to be stupid. I can't stand that. I think it's the sarcasm thing. When your sarcasm is so on point that people don't know if you're just completely retarded. I've been trying not to use that word. I tried not to use that word then, but I couldn't think of another option for it. Just a complete idiot. Just very, very silly. Women's thighs shouldn't be muscular. She's not trying to make them muscular. She's trying to make them a little bit thinner.
Yeah, I'm trying
But I do like that ass. And if that ass goes away, I'm going to start putting burgers in her mouth while she's asleep.
I'm not doing ass exercises for that reason.
Ass-exercise.
To be honest though,
Arse-exercise. There we go. I got it. Nailed it.
To be honest though, since I've been doing squats, my bum feels a lot nicer.
Your bum always feels nice. I was going to say something really crude then, but I just decided not to.
What, because I have a smooth ass?
No, it was going to involve my tongue, but no.
The fuck, dude?
Yeah. You look so disgusted then.
I like your ass.
I know you do.
It's hairy.
Got nothing to say to that.
Manly.
No, your memes. I was something. That looks like an acceptable use of the what's it power. I was only pretending to be. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. But that's the other thing. Okay, you're just pretending.
Honestly, I preferred Earth with curves.
Oh, don't start. Is it going to start getting into Earth Chan? I am desperate for a slash. I apologise.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck's sake. Leaving me with these people sick. How could you do that? You know how I feel about your fans.
So sick, you a cunning linguist. No, he's not. Well, this conversation has gone pear-shaped. Well, it always fucking does. Don't worry about it, darling. Buns of cinnamon. If my ass tastes like cinnamon, I'm getting everybody to taste it. What the fuck? Women's shave to be contrary. It's a mask. No, I shave because I don't like it. I don't like the idea of being hairy. And being a person who has very dark hair, I hate it because it shows up on my light skin very easily.
What? Oh, dark hair, light skin.
Yeah.
The funnest of hairs.
Italiano.
Yeah, you're jealous of the fact that all my fucking leg hair is blonde.
It blends in. It looks like really nice, and then you touch it and you go, oh, it's soft and furry.
Yeah.
With mine, you look at mine and you go, ugh, it's like black worms all over your legs.
I mean, I
and
wouldn't say that.
Also, when I shave my legs, it makes my legs look thinner for some fucking reason, which I like.
Because they're less girthy, I guess.
I used to be really paranoid about it, like when I was a teenager, because I have dark hair on my arms as well, and I used to shave my arms because I used to get picked on for having dark hair. So,
your arms are fine.
Yeah, I know they are now. I accept it now, but when I was a kid, I used to be really fucking paranoid about it.
Kids are such twats.
Yeah, I know.
Is it
You're
acceptable?
a bit of a something, mate. That's why you're funny as Forge. Censored for YouTube. As we're not allowed to have fun anymore.
Funny as Forge.
Dark hair, light skin, vampire.
Oh shit, yeah.
No, I like the sun though.
Yeah. She's not a vampire, unfortunately. That would be more fun. It's better to say I fell into a hedge and can only partially remember the not I fell into some bush and can only remember snatches.
Whereabouts in England are you from? How could listen to my accent? Have a wild guess.
Listen to my accent and have a wild guess. I speak properly. She doesn't.
Oh yeah, on women it's called down. Yeah, I fucking hate that.
Now that's just back to the accent point. There's a whole thing with Northerners and Southerners. Northerners think that Southerners think they're stupid, and Southerners are just getting on with their lives.
He's not a vampire, unfortunately. He likes to suck.
I do like that suck. Women spend $80,000 a year in hair removal. Wouldn't it just be cheaper and easier to move to Germany? Fuck's sake! You're a terrible person, Illuminous Poo.
Where the fuck is Burnley?
Burnley?
Never heard of it.
Sounds northern.
It does sound northern.
Sounds really northern.
That's a Burnley.
There's a lot of places up north that sound really gross to go to. Like Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe. I mean, it's got a sneaky cuss in it and everything.
I only say words if people pay me. Sorry.
Oh, is it a very specific word?
Yeah. If it's a specific word, you have to pay me.
Yeah, if you want
because
her...
I am not a dancing monkey for you.
Unless you pay, when she absolutely is. That's what she does, is she dances and she does the monkey. We decided that a long time ago, that if you want her to say things, it's mostly gravy,
it's not
because she says it wrong.
It's not down on a woman, it's face fluff. Fluff.
It is pretty downy, though.
Fluff.
Floof.
I don't know. If you ever need an example that we came from monkeys, I'm it. I'm really fucking hairy.
Yeah.
Hair suit.
She's nowhere near as bad as she thinks she is, but...
Well, I don't have chest hair. That's at least one bonus.
You got big old biddies as well.
Yeah, I do have big tits.
You talk about all the things that make you look bad, and I'm just there staring at your tits,
yeah,
and
but
I'm
I don't like having big tits.
I do.
Well, I like your big tits.
Not my big tits. I mean your big tits. I like you having big tits. Right.
So sick. Can you make me pregnant?
Probably. Regardless of your gender, I have the power.
All right, to guess where I'm from. That's why.
Oh, who would want?
All right, bottle.
They want to guess where you're from by asking you where you're from.
You know how to say a word. Bottle.
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 We'll use the guttural stop on bottle. There's no guttural stop on it. It's just bottle.
Bottle.
There's no. It's not like bottle.
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 No, it's
Bottle.
bottle. There's a very mild guttural stop when I say it. Bottle.
To make a change, like if you want to stop, we can stop, or we can continue and make this a 3-hour stream.
Oh fuck. Yeah, go on, because I've still got beer left.
You've got quite a lot of beer left. Look at you lucky people, getting a 3-hour stream. That does mean that we won't be playing Night of the Woods tonight.
Oh, that's fine. We got my laka.
It's a good game though. You lucky people. It looks like we're going in a bonus extra time and we're having a fucking 3-hour Sussex stream. I do not know why I am talking like this. I apologise.
You sound like your uncle.
Oh my god, my uncle really does sound like that. My uncle, if any of you know who, well, the English ones will.
Not bottle.
But I know some.
It's bottle, not bottle.
Butthole. It does sound like you're saying butthole sometimes.
Bottle.
Butthole.
They do sound similar.
Butthole.
Bottle.
Some Americans will, some Americans won't. Jamie Oliver, because of course all English chefs have to be fired at America through a cannon. But if you've heard him speak, you'll notice he has a lisp, because his tongue is enormous. And my uncle, he has a London accent, and he has a lisp. And my uncle talks almost exactly the same. To my ear, they talk very similar, except Jamie Oliver's a lot younger than my uncle. But yeah, my uncle says what you've got to understand is a lot. So now, whenever I discuss him, it always goes, what you've got to understand is, Thic, is that my tongue is fucking enormous.
I do like it.
And the best moment was the fact that I did it at him. And he wasn't at all bothered.
The first thing that I remember from your uncle is getting really fucking drunk and going, I work hard and I play hard. I work hard and I play hard. I'm like, fucking hell.
Well, is that what he did?
Yeah. He was sat there on the couch and and I was sat on the chair next to him. He goes, and he just came out of it. He's like, you know what? The thing in life is, you gotta work hard and you gotta play hard. I work hard, I won't play hard. Oh my fucking god, you're pissed.
You never mentioned this to me.
I didn't say shit, and he just said that. It was so fucking... and that was it, he just stopped after that, and then carried on talking about something else.
Yeah. No, like, my uncle, I hated him as a kid, because he was a fucking massive twatty bully. He is less that now because I am the same size as him.
I think you're taller than him now because he's shrunk a bit.
Yeah.
He's getting old.
I mean, he's still quite buff.
Oh, he's buff as fuck, yeah.
Yeah, but if I gave him a good kick to the head, he'd feel it. So I think he behaves. Do you want to get 100% of the donations, or does YouTube get a part? There's no way of giving me 100% of the donations, unfortunately. But if you want to give me a donation that is a high percentage, Streamlabs gives me a lot more. YouTube takes...
Or you can do a one-off Patreon if you really wanted.
No, that will give me... I think PayPal...
Do the tip percentage on
you can do a friends and family on PayPal. I'm not sure exactly how that works. That's 100%.
Yeah.
I don't really do that because I don't want to take the piss. But there's a PayPal link somewhere that gives me much, much more of it. But the YouTube one, YouTube gets like 30% of it. And is, yeah. See you later, Illuminous Pooh. Bye, Pooh. You poo monster. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can say. YouTube likes to take all the money.
Susie, well, his tongue is enormous. You have my attention.
I mean, he has a wife, so, you know, and I'm pretty sure so does Jamie Oliver. So you're not getting either of those. But, yeah. I don't know why. I'm such a piece of shit.
That's the thing, though. You might not have a big tongue. You just have a small mouth.
It's not a big tongue, it's a small mouth.
A normal-sized tongue in a very small mouth.
In a tiny little itty-bitty mouth. Yeah. But,
Yeah, you could buy merch if you want as well.
I mean, we get significantly less of that, but you would get merch. So, win-win, I guess. But yeah, like I said, if you want to donate and you want to give,
I think we get like half.
everything, we don't get fucking half. We don't get even close to half. We get about a quarter of the value of. They get a lot of money on the merch store, but at the end of the day, it means that we can sell merch and we don't have to put much effort in.
Yeah, we do actually now thinking about it.
I would sell our own merch, but who the fuck can be bothered?
Yeah, we'd have to store it, and we haven't got the space for doing that.
Yeah, someone had a go at me for how much the merch store is and how much money we must be making. It was like, no, we make we do make money off of it. No doubt, it is very worth doing to support us.
There's no point whinging about how expensive the t-shirts are because
you don't have to buy them.
That is the recommended what we're supposed. Yeah. It's recommended to sell it like that, and PewDiePie sells it as the recommended price. In fact, I've gone on his thing before. He sells it slightly higher.
Yeah, so, a lot of what we've done is to focus on being better value than most YouTubers, especially bigger YouTubers. When people complain about the adverts, makes me laugh because we have less adverts than a lot of bigger YouTubers. Oh, there you
go.
What's
that? Streamlabs is 100%. It makes money through its premium.
Well, there you go. Yeah. I imagine that there's still, because mine pays into PayPal. And there's a PayPal percentage. But that's reasonably low.
Is American gravy like baby gravy?
No. It looks like baby gravy, but it isn't. Apparently it's pork, which actually sounds really, really nice. I'd like some pig gravy. I really want to try that now. What do they call it? Biscuits and gravy, or gravy and biscuits or something. The boy has spirit! He has wooden, he has daring do.
The fuck?
It's fucking Pontius Pilate from it's Pontius Pilate from
the guy who crucified Christ.
Life of Brian.
Right.
I think it's supposed to be Pontius Pilate. They gave him a lisp.
Does he crucify Christ?
No, he crucifies Brian.
Yeah, that's my point.
And he has his mate.
That's where Pontius Pilate thing comes
It's
from.
a fake name, like Silius Sodus or Biggest Dickus. I have a great friend in Rome called Biggest Dickus, and all his fucking...
I love how you did your beard wobbles when you did that.
It's because he gives a shake to it. And he also dances about. That's fucking great. That's such a good fucking movie. The Biggest Dickus thing, especially as a kid, that was fucking murder for a child. Just, he said Biggest Dickus. Although, still my favourite...
What is a cutie pie? Some Twitch thought. No, a cutie pie is a pie that looks so fucking cute.
That you have to eat it all.
You can't
Which
eat
is all pies.
You can't eat it because it's too cute.
All pies are adorable and they go in my face. That's where they belong. All merch is laughably overpriced. Yes, I agree. I think ours is laughably overpriced. But I'm not willing to put the work in to make it ourselves, to make it a reasonable price. So it is what it is. If people want to buy it, people love it. So,
Well, like
I'd like to make it available, so,
The Handsome, Famous and Good at the Sex t-shirt.
It's the cheapest,
I put
specifically.
that down cheaper because it's not my artwork. Because you're paying for my artwork when you're paying for a t-shirt as well.
Yeah.
So it adds if you're gonna add it's so expensive, you're paying for a t-shirt to have it printed with a piece of artwork from me, and you're supporting the channel.
Yeah.
So because it's not my artwork, I brought the price down.
If you want to support the channel, buying merch is like the worst way to do it.
Even though the handsome, famous and good at sex t-shirt is one of our best selling ones.
I paid €120 for a discounted Powerwolf winter jacket. Holy shite bags. Yeah, we're cheaper than that. Fuck me.
Yeah, but you're not a band.
True. I am much better than all bands. Obviously.
You just go on stage and go, what do you expect?
Right. You're welcome. And then I leave.
You just paid $50 for a ticket. What?
I just come out and go, right, I've made a shopping list. I need to know if I've forgotten anything. I'll go through it. Someone will shout out, butter! And I'll go, oh, yeah, of course. And then I'll leave. That's what you're going to get out of a Sir Thic show. I've had people say, like, I should do some sort of live event. And I'm like, why the fuck would I do that?
What live event?
I don't know. Like, there's lots of little live events that happen, but...
But like what?
I don't know. Don't ask questions.
What the fuck are you going to cover?
Nothing. Because I'm not going to go. Because I suffer from anxiety. Not going to fucking happen.
To be honest though, if you
send someone in my place.
If you got a helmet that actually fit your head...
Well, I do a lot more live action stuff. I've written in a live action thing into the next thing because I realised I haven't done it in ages. Mostly because of fucking Corona bullshit. Just, yeah. Panic buy Thic brand merch. You never know when you need to wipe your app. Yeah. I was really pleased with that ad. I'm gonna...
You have to make mine. Make my ad.
Your ad is going to be difficult.
No, it's not.
Anxiety for the win. Yeah. Anxiety bras. Yeah. What's that? Go outside? No. I'm going to stay in and not do anything. Yeah. Not do anything new. That's the one you don't want to do. The other one is fucking... I'm sure I've said what I went on an anxiety course. That makes it sound like someone gave me anxiety.
You learned how to have anxiety.
I went on an anxiety sort of thing.
It was a support group. That's what it was supposed to be.
Which was the worst fucking just choice ever. A, I had to travel there on my own dime. B, it was quite far away. I mean, it's a town over, but it's as far away as was inconvenient. And
it was like 2 buses to get there.
And there was a shitload of fucking people. It was a couple of buses and a long walk.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, once you were there... This was when we had no fucking money
Yeah,
either.
exactly. This is when we didn't have any money.
There was one person there that I met who was nice. There was this lady who I could actually speak to because she seemed quite cool. But other than that, I was like... One person being all right to talk to was... So we would talk about, like, we just had kids. And she was trying for a kid with her husband. And so I could talk. But, like, I saw her twice. I was like... One person is not worth the fucking effort of going to a thing.
I did the same thing, though. Like, they sent me to... They said, let's do some outreach groups. So, what would you like to do? I said, well, anything to do with art would be pretty good. So I went, oh, right, okay, we'll put you in an art group. And I went, oh, okay. And it's local. Oh, cool, it's local. Okay.
They sent you to the worst possible fucking thing.
Went into a thing, and it's like the most bleakest fucking room ever, and it's full of old people.
Wasn't
it? A lot of things, it's a depression help group. And you use it, and people do art. But you don't have to do art while you're there. You just do art while talking to people around you. But the thing is a lot of people there were either grieving, like, because they were lost
bereavement. Okay.
Yeah, they lost their husbands and shit. And other ones they had anxiety and things like that, but they obviously had something else wrong with them.
Yeah, wasn't there a lot of people who were mentally infirmed?
Yeah, there was a lot of people who had...
especially people your age.
There wasn't a lot of people my age. There was one person who was my age who I ended up going out for a coffee with, and she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And I just had the kids.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, cool, I could talk to her about it. And, she was very strange.
Yeah.
I'd ask her a question, and she'd give me an answer to a completely fucking different question.
Well, you consider yourself quite weird, and you weren't as weird as the people there.
I'm weird.
This is not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but this was not the right group for Mrs. Thic.
And I did artwork there. I was thinking, like, I can meet artists. Mm-hmm. It's an art group. But no,
It was art therapy.
Yeah, it was just basically people do whatever the fuck they want type of art. And I ended up, most of the time, I just sat on my own and drawed pictures.
Yeah.
And the people coming over going, oh wow, you're so amazing at doing art and shit. I'm like,
yeah, because this is supposed to be a fucking art group.
And she's like, wow, that's fantastic. How did you learn how to draw like that? I just kept drawing. And they're like amazed about my artwork. I'm like, yeah, this isn't the place for me. I like to be criticised when I draw. Because
you expected an actual art group.
It was supposed to be an art group.
That's the thing. They could have sent you to an actual art group with just people who are there to do art, and then you could have just talked. Like, everybody has problems. People go out and meet people because they have fucking problems.
The reason why I wanted to do it, right, the only reason it came up is because I was talking to my therapist, and I said, I'd like to have a local group that I can go to do art with, but as a way of making friends.
Yeah.
Because I'm really terrible at making friends in person unless I have something in common to talk to them about.
Yeah.
And having an art group is fine because I'm really good. I'm good with all the things with art, so that's fine. And I can actually talk to people about it. But it was full of old people. And the only one person I spoke to, she was very strange. And she talked about herself the entire time when we went on our coffee date thing.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of used to that anyway because a lot of people do talk about themselves.
Yeah.
But she never asked me any questions. She was talking at me. She wasn't talking to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't have a friend with someone who talks at me all the time and never engages. It's like talking to a mirror. She was talking to a brick wall. It would have been better for her to talk to a brick wall than me. And, but I'd love to go to an actual art group, but there's just not many. And if you want to go to one, you have to pay for it, and it's just... Yeah, and paying to go to try and make friends is not worth it, in my opinion.
I mean, at the end of the day, in a situation like that, you were basically of more value to that situation
this way, right?
for other people.
Someone just said, Mrs. C, you can chat with my girlfriend. Right, I'm fine with talking to people, but they have to talk to me first. I am terrible at keeping in touch with people. I do it with my family as well. It's not just people online. I do it with my family. It never occurs to me to talk to my family. They have to phone me, and then I'm happy to talk to them. So it'll have to be someone who's quite good at starting up conversations. Otherwise, we'd just be two awkward people who would never talk to each other.
Which is always fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. If they're a nice person, were you responding to one?
I'm happy to talk to anybody. I really am. I don't mind. It's just they have to talk to me first because I'm really bad at talking to people.
Also, if you want to be friends with Mrs. Thic, be prepared for her to completely fucking ignore you all the time.
Yeah, it's a side effect of being an introvert. I get very drained by people. Put it this way, I went out. I haven't been out since March, and I needed to go out to the opticians to get my eyes checked. And I went through all of that, got my eyes checked and everything, and then and I came home, sat down on the couch after speaking to 3 or 4 maybe different people down at the opticians. Came home and I slept. I had a nap.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot. When I go out with somebody and actually engage in conversation with people for more than half an hour, especially if I don't really get on with them, I will come home and have a nap because socialisation exhausts me. The only person I can tolerate for long periods of time is him. He's the only one that I don't fall asleep talking with.
You fucking love me or some shit. It's weird.
That's the thing though, you play back at me. You don't just talk to me and go, oh, how's the weather? And blah, blah, blah. And really fucking boring small talk. You come up to me and you go, carrots! And
Dark hair, fair skin, drains people, vampire.
No, people drain me. I don't drain people.
Yeah, she. It's more like she bleeds everywhere.
I do actually. I have what's the condition called?
Leaky vagina?
No, not that freaking heavy period thing. I was more
That's just another thing.
Anemia.
Oh, yeah, she needs iron.
Yeah, I have anemia as well, so...
She doesn't have enough iron.
I have all sorts of fucking medical problems with me.
Well, you'd love my girlfriend that she's into art herself, and that's the only reason. That's all Mrs. Thic does. She's the woman who lives in my house, and she does an art.
Well, what do you think? That's what it says on my Twitter. I do art, answer sick. That's pretty much what it says.
That's true. I'm pretty tired right now. I'm gonna go to bed probably. I mean, you've been a trooper. You usually will have gone by now. So, congrats. Reverse energy vampire? It's a vampire who walks into a room and just fucking sprays blood everywhere.
I give energy to other people?
I mean, a lot of people do steal. A lot of energy. People are.
That's what it feels like.
Energy vampires, as they say.
If I'm around somebody that I don't know well, or that I just don't get on with particularly well.
Like your whole family? No.
Like, I don't know, like, I know it sounds like emo teenagery, but I like to have a deep conversation with people. If I talk to somebody, like I've tried it with loads of people before, when I was fairly young, I've always been into philosophy and psychology and things like that from quite a young age. And my families are a bunch of normies, so anytime I tried to talk to them about philosophy or anything, they just stared at me blankly and laughed at me, or said, oh, you shouldn't be really thinking about things like this, or, oh, wow, you're like an old woman, and I got comments like that, so I was never being able to actually engage with my family properly, because when I wanted to have a deep philosophical conversation with somebody, or just be weird around somebody without them overreacting like I'm the worst thing on the fucking planet Earth, I have a particular type of people that I need to get on with. I need somebody I can be weird with and that I can play off of properly. Otherwise, I don't know, we don't click. Like me and Sid, I'll just walk into the room and I'll just poke him or something, and he'll instantly be able to have a reaction to that, rather than just looking at me like I'm a fucking weirdo.
Like you just walked in with 3 heads.
Well, I do it the other day. Like I'll be sat on my computer and you be sat at yours, and I'll just give you a look, and you just give me a look back.
I
and that's
fucking
all
hate it when you do that. I'm like, what have I done?
But that's all I need. That's the socialization that I need from you.
But we've checked PayPal. Don't worry about it. It's come through.
Oh, right. Was that German dudes?
Yes, that's the guy you did some art for.
I'll email you stuff later. After the stream, I'll email it to
you'll have to wait till after the stream, because she's not at a computer right now and she's doing important work. She'll sort you out.
Yeah, but like I'd probably say I'm more of an introvert than you are.
Are your familt solely into dad jokes? I would say just bad jokes. Dad jokes, bad jokes, cock jokes.
Between
I think some of my jokes are pretty good.
We usually tell bad jokes to the kids. Cock jokes are for between me and you.
Cock jokes are for grown-ups. That and swearing. That's one of the things that seems to be working.
The other day, I heard the shouting in the bedroom, and she's like, "It's shit! It's shit!" And I was like, "What?" I went in and I was like, "What did you just say?" She went, "Look, it's a ship." And it was on screen, there was a ship there, and I was like, "Oh, right, okay."
That's the other thing. Like, you have to be... One of the things we learnt early in order to stop the swearing from happening, because we both swear, and we swear in front of the kids, and we don't mean to, but it happens.
I really try not to, but...
I try not to, but I swear a lot. Cunt. And... but the kids have been really good, and I genuinely believe it's because we told them that swearing is for people with jobs. And, you're allowed to swear as long as you have a job. So now, whenever we hear, we probably hear a swear word from them once a month. Tops.
Not even that.
Not even that. And when they do, we say, "Come here." Okay. When you're getting a job then?
No, it's usually the same twin that does it every time as well.
Yeah.
She loves pushing her boundaries.
I think occasionally she does it by accident. We go, "Oh, so when are you getting a job? It's like, I don't want a job. It's like, well, then don't.
It's not even that.
I'm a child.
I'm a child.
Children can have jobs. You can go up a chimney.
Yeah, I've told her about the chimneys. She got really sad about it.
That sounds horrible. Yes, because it fucking was.
I said, well, children were really small, so they could go up chimneys really easily.
People still have chimneys to clean.
And she went, that's really mean.
FYI, I have a Thic pack.
Your Thic pack a circle?
Yeah, basically. A Thic pack is when your belly is bigger than your head. By about several times. Yeah, like, I think it's quite an effective way. Because when you make swearing, like, a thing to punish, it becomes taboo, it becomes appealing. It's like, that. One of my favourite jokes from The Simpsons is when Commissioner... what's the name of the fucking police chief?
Commissioner Gordon.
No, that's fucking Batman. Chief Wiggum.
A night, German
man. Chief Wiggum, and he's got his son Ralph, and there's an episode where Bart goes round for a play date because Marge forces him to, basically. But they find out he's Chief Wiggum. He's got a fucking closet full of police shit, batons and guns and all sorts of shit, and Ralph's trying to get in the cupboard, and Wiggum says, "What is your obsession with my secret closet of mystery?" And that's sort of stuck in my head as an idea of when you make things really interesting, you make your kids want it. Whereas swearing is for people who have jobs. Jobs are not interesting. They've seen mummy and daddy work, and working is fucking boring. And they're like, that's not worth doing just so I can say swear words. I'm not going to bother. It seems to work.
British children used to have the worst job. What changed? Rights.
Pretty much. We started going, wait, maybe we shouldn't break their bodies before they're 20. We should wait until after that, and then they can have their bodies broken. Oh my god.
You could send kids under the sofa and let them hunt for dust bunnies. It's under their bed more like. God.
Ah, fucking hell.
Under their bed is just so many toys and stuff.
I would love to lower their bottom bed to the floor.
I would, because freaking back hurts just bending over to pick anything up. The idea of going under the bed.
Well, what you do is you hold the...
I remember sending one of the kids under, and she's like, "Oh, I can't move, I'm a bit stuck," so I just pushed her foot, and she went easily in.
She just slid under the bed.
It's the noise she made when she went in. She went, "Ooh."
Yeah, so, I don't know. It does seem that 90% of good parenting is to trick your kids into doing the things that... Either doing the things that you want or not doing the things that you want. What I really want them to do... They make their own lunch now and they make their own breakfast. So it's soon we're going to have to start working on tea.
Well,
the problem with tea is it's hot stuff and
I tried to
they're
teach
still only
them.
7.
I tried to teach them how...
You tried to teach them to make you coffee.
I tried to make... No, just to use the kettle.
Right.
And I showed her
And you watched them and went, this was a mistake.
I showed her how to do it first.
Yeah, of course.
And then we did it together, and she pressed the button that opens the lid at the top of the kettle.
Right.
And she panicked. She went, "Oh!" And I was like, "No, you don't do that." And because obviously it's boiling hot water in it.
Yeah.
And she went, "Oh!" And then touched the top bit to close it.
Right, and it was hot.
And it's fucking hot. There's loads of steam on it. And she went, "Ah!" And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Which is why I'm just not going to do hot stuff until they're like...
No, I think the
25.
thing is that they need to be taller as well. Because even though they can reach the sides of the kitchen...
Beer. Did I hear beer?
Beer.
I mean, not beer, but whiskey and stuff.
Oh, no, I opened a mojito.
Yeah, that wasn't beer. That was a tinned mojito. And you used the word tinnies today, which is not a word you normally use.
No, that's
And it always sounds really forced when you do. But you want.
It's because
it was you just asking for
it's my
alcohol.
mum. It's what my mum calls them.
It's what my mum calls them as well, and it's not. It's a word that I always quite like, and I like the idea of using
I
them.
didn't even realise I used it.
Yeah, you said, "Can you get me some tinnies today?" And I'm like, "What? You want some beers?" Because that's what tinnies are to me. A tinny is a canned beer, and
canned alcohol. That's yeah.
I think it works. I think it works. Millhouse and Bart's $1 auction factory. But I thought you were a watchman, Millhouse. Well, I watched the fire started there and then. Yeah. Fucking hell. Old episodes of The Simpsons. Some of them. Fucking class.
Mojito. Sorry. Mojito.
Mojito.
Is that better?
Mojito. That's how you pronounce it.
It's like fajitas. Fajitas.
Will Brexit be forcing children back into the mines and hunting for rats and cats? Yes. That was the point.
Yeah, because of all those mines that are still open.
Yeah, tinnies is Aussie slang. And actually, yeah, it's weirder that your mum uses it than mine does.
Well, it's mainly my stepdad that uses it. And she picked it up.
Of course he fucking does. Because he is global everything.
Yeah.
He fucking talks in... He's this really northern guy. And he'll walk up to you and go, Wagwan! And then just start talking north.
That's because I had a lot of Jamaican friends. That's why.
Yeah, but it's fucking vagitas. I'll have 6,000 chicken vagitas. It's you've got to say it as close to vagina as possible.
Or lager.
But
Yeah.
I fucking love fajitas. My God.
Beer is just lager. Yeah.
Well, lager is lager.
I don't know. I think
Beer is fucking the warm stuff.
the gross one.
Yeah, IPAs and bitter. I don't
know.
I can tolerate lager. I
just
can't
call it
fucking stand.
I just call it old man beer.
I can't fucking stand
Do
normal
you mean
beer.
mojito? I just learned how to make those. Oh God!
I have a garden full of mint.
I would.
And
I
mojito
really want a fresh mojito. That'd be really nice.
A frajito.
A frajito, yes.
Frajito. That sounds like something you should be able to order at a Taco Bell. It's a mojito. It's a proper mojito. What did you call it originally then?
Called what originally?
Well, everybody keeps saying mojito as if you're saying it wrong.
Mojito.
Mojito.
Oh, mojito.
Mojito.
Mojito. It's my accent. Leave me alone. Mojito.
I don't know. Because it sounded right to me.
Yeah, fajita. Mojito.
Fajita. Fajita.
You should have call it a mojito.
Is this going back to the old
I also pronounce it lager.
lager?
Yeah, lager. That's where.
Unless you're pronouncing it larger. I mean, I guess that's...
Yeah, it is larger.
Yeah.
It never occurred to me.
That's never occurred to you. Brilliant. Fucking, like Pinot Grigio, people call it Pinot. Pinot Grigio. Merlot.
Yeah.
And as a person...
Probably further north than this is sick.
Mojito.
Like, how further north? Like, are you Scotland north?
Which north?
That's proper.
North of where?
That's proper north, Scotland north.
Everywhere in the universe has a north. As the best modern doctor said.
Lurger.
Lurger. Is that the French? I think that's official now. I think we've all agreed.
Is it pronounced drawing or drawering?
Drawering. Definitely drawering.
Drawing.
This is the great Drawringer. Who's one of the great Drawringers?
This is sick. We could easily beat the British right out of you.
Oh, she's barely British.
Nah, I came from the ocean.
Yeah, Poseidon's kin. Men drink ale, pale or dark. I cannot stand any of those. Ugh. That's why your tongue is so foolish.
What's the point of having a drink if it's hot?
There's a boiling pint of ale. Northern Ireland North. So barely halfway up the country.
To be honest, I think I'm more north than they are.
I'm not sure exactly how north we are in terms of that.
I think maybe slight. Actually, no, I think we're...
Drinking apple cider, Angry Orchard. I don't know. See, here's the thing. The problem with having a lot of American fans is that when cider comes into play, English people think cider and we think alcohol.
Yeah.
Americans think cider. So when you say apple cider, I assume you're American and that it's not a drink. And a drink is anything that gets you drunk. Anything else is not drink. Water is not a drink. Why, what?
Someone going, bye-bye.
Where? Whoa. Huh? Yeah. Can't see.
What do I see on the screen? Who is behind the knights? Who holding the sword? Me.
Mercer Cirque. Should I move you?
Here we go. Are you ready?
That was rubbish. That definitely didn't require that kind of preparation.
God, it's the first burp I've done though. That was pretty. Even though it was small, it's pretty dense.
Hello, my name is Thic. I am very handsome from a tango dot.
You twat.
I am a total twat. Look, now you're taller than me. There you go, win. Your life's goal has been accomplished.
Yeah, apple juice.
I like Pinot Gregorio.
When it's not alcoholic, it's just apple juice.
Exactly. It's just fizzy apple juice. I just can't think of...
We have cider here. Most of them too sweet, but some of them are decent.
I quite like some of the sweet ciders. That Brothers strawberries and cream shit is fucking amazing.
Nice. I don't know.
That's just pop.
I'm just a really big fan of cider. I like a lot of ciders.
You like anything with cider in the name?
Like, what is it? Kronenberg? Is that what it is? Copperberg.
Copperberg. Kronenberg is a lager.
I like Copperberg.
I can tolerate Kronenberg.
I like these, whatever these are. Old Hopkin.
That is not a fucking cider.
I don't know.
It's a fucking mojito. It says it on the front.
I thought it was just a brand.
No, it's not a brand of fucking cider. Those are different fucking cocktails. You dozy
I don't
bitch.
know. It's nice though.
I'm sure it is.
Shh. We don't talk about the other boob. That doesn't count. I forgot to shade it, and then I realised how fucking wonky they were. That's why I tend to hide it.
I hide it for your sake. To show people.
The way we describe it is one of them's in a bra and one isn't.
One of them's trying to escape. If you're in Newcastle or Sunderland direction, you might be slightly more north than me in Belfast. I don't know. I don't know how high up we are. We're below Leeds in terms of latitude.
I thought we were above it.
Maybe, I don't know. Now I have to check.
We're near Leeds. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but we might be above it. We might be below it. I can't remember. Fuck off.
Even though I don't have a Leedsian accent.
Leedsian.
Leedsian. I tend to have kind of a mixed one because I moved around a lot as a kid.
Have I been left on red? I don't know.
People tend to like to say that I'm from Barnsley, where they say their words like every syllable. Barnsley.
You don't know how to do a Barnsley accent. I do. Oh, when you come from Barnsley, you have to chew on all your words. If you've ever played Beneath a Steel Sky, and there's a character in it who is like a boss of a factory, that man has a Barnsley accent, and it's fucking amazing how few pixels it takes to really simulate that mouth chompy movement. It's fucking great. And it's freeware. And it's a good fucking point and click adventure game as well. It has one of my favourite things that I've said to say.
No, I don't. I'm not from Barnsley. Even though their accent is a lot stronger than mine as well.
God, the amount of stuff I've used from games as jokes and been told off for it. Beneath the Steel Sky has a great bit. I can't remember what someone said to me, but I responded with, "You have no personality, no interesting characteristics. You are Mr. Potato Head." As a joke. What? His name is Wormsley. I played that. You remembered that.
Wormsley?
Wormsley. It looks like Wormsley to me.
Wormsley.
I don't know, maybe.
Wormsley sounds way more northern.
But yeah, that's kind of where I got that idea.
I don't even think we're ever going to attempt to do an Northern Irish at that. Try and do a Northern Irish accent.
I'm not drunk enough. You have to be really drunk to nail that shit.
You could do a really bastardization of my accent.
By gum, we had a right good do.
Or you do Aussie quite well.
Yeah, until I do it in front of a person from Australia and they go, "What the fuck is that, mate? You call that a fucking Australian accent? You fucking crazy." And then you've got the sort of every country. When you get out to farmland, you get much sort of a drawl, and the Australian sort of farmer accent is more like this.
I love it. I watched a YouTube video of this.
I've been watching Neighbours. That stuff is filth.
I watched a YouTube video of this woman, and she says she can imitate all the accents in the UK. I was like, oh, that's pretty impressive. Let's have a look at this.
Was it trash?
And there was like
I'm from London.
There was markers.
I'm from Northern. I'm from Scotland.
Shut up. There was markers for each of the districts.
Right.
And so I, all right, then go on Yorkshire. Let's check out Yorkshire accent. And I was like, no, that's a Southern person doing a Yorkshire accent.
Lol.
And she. The thing is, after the video, she had this really fucking smug look on her face, like she did a really good job. And I was like, wow.
Dislike.
And all the comments,
Death
there
threat.
were loads of dislikes, and all these comments going, you sound nothing like from where we're from.
Yeah. So, but that's what I was doing though. It's like, she's got this vague... By the way, Thic Bass is an amazing game, especially the PC version. Beneath the Steel Sky. Sorry.
Bass.
Yes, I played it on PC. I played that.
That was really good though. I liked that one.
I originally played that because it came free with a copy of Retro Gamer magazine. That fucking magazine was amazing on the... It wasn't pre-internet days, but it was pre-high-speed internet. And it came with a CD, 600 meg of freeware games. They were either mods or they were... I played Gary's mod using that fucking thing. It's awesome.
I'm from the north, but the good part. Knobhead.
It's always the good part, isn't it? Wherever everyone in the north agrees that the north is shit, but they're from the good part.
Good though, like Yorkshire, God's country.
God's country. I mean, it's fucking shit, right? I mean, everyone here is a fucking wanker, but
God's country.
God's country. Oh my god, the joke about the golden phone.
Mm.
Golden phone, man.
You do that. I'm going for a week.
Yeah, man travels the world, and he goes from country to country, and he eventually he arrives somewhere. Let's say fucking Paris, and he goes into a church and finds a big golden phone, and he's like, "Oh, big golden phone." Says, it's a phone call directly to God. £100 or $100 or €100, whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter. So, oh, okay. And travels around some more and finds another church. This time Spain, wherever. Same again. Local currency. Very expensive phone call. Eventually he arrives in Yorkshire. Finds another golden phone. It's 10 pence. Why is it so cheap? Ah, lad. This is God's country. Fucking twats they are.
Oh, you do right. It's a local call.
Ah, that's it. Ah, fuck. I know. So you should have told us.
That's why it's so
Now
cheap.
I'm off for a piss.
Local.
Local call. Fuck's sake. Fucked it up. I'm gonna go kill myself by drowning myself in piss. As all idiots should. Do a speaking, woman.
One thing, I don't know, one thing about my accent as well is that a lot of the time, because, it sounds fucking funny, and it is a weird accent to have, but you tend to find it of people with my accents in TV shows and stuff, either tend to be really fucking ditzy and stupid, or hard asses. So there's like a fine line between the two. Because I live with Thic so much, and the kids have his accent most of the time. Every time I hear a proper Yorkshire accent outside of the household, to me it just sounds fucking stupid. And I have to remind myself, like, yep, I sound like that. If you like point and click adventure games, play Edna and Harvey games. And after that, you got them apparently. And after that, play Deponia trilogy.
Deponia. It's more than a trilogy, isn't it? There's like fucking 7 games in that. I have.
Saga.
It's a
Stop
saga.
leaving bloody door open.
I'll leave your bloody door open.
Put wood in. Oh.
Put wood in toil. Because that's how you pronounce hole, you fucking savages.
Oh.
Toil.
Not toil.
You know that people say toil though, don't you?
Oh.
Oil.
Put wood in toil.
Put wood in oil.
Toil.
It's fucking weird. Yes, I'm aware of Edna and Harvey and Deponia. I've been meaning to play them, and I always forget that they exist.
A ditzy yard has. I don't know how much, but I forgot your.
No one cares about the English accented. We care about the content of your character. Well, I'm a dick, so you know.
Hey, Pooh! I thought you were leaving.
He came back. Came back because he knew.
He can't resist.
He knew he was needed. He heard knob gags or some shit. What's a saga anyway? It's an insurance company for old people.
Oh, fuck me.
Don't leave your back door open. Well, don't leave it unguarded at the very least. But, yeah. Best point and click adventure games ever. Broken Sword. That's a fact. Backed up by all the science. Not anything past the second game. I mean, we liked Breath of Fire. Broken Sword. I like Breath of Fire games though.
You told me that I needed to play Breath of Fire.
You have played Breath of Fire.
I beat it, and I couldn't get past the last boss. And
No, you didn't beat it. I beat it.
No.
You played it.
I played it up to the last boss, and I could not beat the last boss.
It was really fun.
And you said that I should have been grinding or some shit.
You should have leveled up a little bit, but you got up all the way to the end boss, and the end boss absolutely fucking annihilated you.
Mm-hmm.
And I beat it for her. And do you know what? It was a really fun challenge because she was so under fucking leveled. Like, I don't know quite how you got there.
I just played the story. I didn't do anything I didn't go around grinding or
I didn't really understand how you got there without being a slightly higher level.
I was only like level 14 or something.
It must have been higher than that. I think it was in the 30s.
It wasn't that much, though.
It wasn't as much as it could have been. And it made the boss really hard, but it also made the fight quite fun. For me, it was a challenge.
Are you kids back at school yet? Talking with my 3 other sisters' calls can be hit and miss. Materials help stuff for homeschooling. Homeschooling
has been hit and miss, I would say.
No, it's always a miss for me.
It's something. They give us something.
At least they give us something to do, but It's really fucking basic crap a lot of the time.
But we add stuff to it.
A lot of the time the girls have already, they know everything already. But at least it's keeping up a routine of doing schoolwork.
That's my opinion on it. It's like, what they give us is like rote learning. And then we add stuff to it. We've done some VR stuff with them. We've done stuff for PE, and
I did history stuff with them, and
we make them read basically every day.
Yeah.
We make them read a chapter of one of their books. So it's one of those things. We know for a fact that it's something ridiculous, like 80% of parents aren't doing jack shit, which for some parents is understandable, because at the end of the day, if you're still working through all this and now your kids are at fucking home as well, then I can't fucking blame you. But when we look across the street at some of the parents that we know didn't have jobs in the first place, and they could fucking do something about it, and you can't help but be a judgy piece of shit, because they should be putting some fucking effort in, but they don't. One of the parents is definitely sending their kid off to grandma's. Maybe he's getting an education at grandma's house.
That's
what I hope so, because otherwise he's going to be so goddamn behind. But yeah, it's one of those things. Innuendo Hero 2020. I beat it for her.
One of the things that I found is that I've gained an even great. I appreciate teachers anyway, but I've gained an even greater appreciation for what teachers have to handle every day.
Especially with our kids, because our kids
are
fucking...
a pain in the fucking ass. Oh my
god.
Such
a pain. Oh my god.
Infinite patience. That's what you need to be a teacher. Jesus Christ.
So quick to get upset about nothing.
You get upset and you're like, it's okay.
I love my kids.
Oh, it's okay, we'll just do it like
but
this.
Fucking hell, they annoy
We'll just
me.
do it like this. I don't want to do it like this. Okay, well, why don't we just try and calm down? I don't want to calm down. Listen here.
Or you mug.
I'm not having that attitude.
Yeah. They're very smart girls, but they need to get their shit together. They need to start getting up them chimneys. Have you finished all your beers?
No.
Ah. I thought you had. You got like 2 left then.
Me back. Oh.
Is that correct?
Huh?
Oh, me back.
My back hurt.
Yeah, I just said, is that correct? Sorry. That was funnier in my head. Thic, you got a Discord? Yes? That's all I'm going to say. Yes, I have. Enjoy. In Ireland, church roofs are ground-to-air missiles. I thought they were air-to-ground missiles. Does Mrs. Thic use the word crack as in banter? Not really.
I have done, but...
But you're going out of your way to be Irish about it.
But, I usually say banter.
Or just... Well, it's not even that. It's about... The crack is like fun.
Most commonly, I'll just say like shit posting, because that's like a modern way of doing it.
I thought the crack was just sort of having fun.
Yeah, it's just having a chat, having banter, like taking the piss out of each other, having fun.
Like cheeky Nando's, yeah?
Oh, fuck off with your cheeky Nando's. Right.
Yeah, but I would like some chicken.
I don't know, I just call it having a laugh, or having banter, or it's just banter. I have called it the crack before, but it's usually ironically.
Your basic mockers. My mockers are big and huge. I've got a right set of mockers. I can't believe you guys call it the turmoil like it was some sort of bar fight. Sorry, what turmoil? I'm so confused.
Turmoil?
Turmoil. Do you mean wood in toil?
It's not wood in toil.
Yes, it is.
Wood in all.
You and your bath with wham watter.
That's the thing, though. Like Southerners had the oil, but we don't even say t. We just say wood in all. We don't even say the.
I was told by a Yorkshire that it was wood in toil. I didn't even know about it until I moved up
My
here.
stepdad says tull. He says tull.
That's the thing about Yorkshire. You all think it's the same fucking language. Yorkshire changes from fucking town line to town line to be dramatically fucking different.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot.
But you all act like it's uniform and give people who've travelled further than a town this side-eye look as if they're completely insane when they tell you something different. That's not a bap. That's a barn cake. You're all fucking insane.
Fucking barn cake.
Oh, it doesn't even make
First time I ever bloody heard that. I was like 9 or 10.
Do you want a barn cake? And I'm like, no, I want a bun, you fucking crazy bitch.
I remember we went to a computer fair. And she's like, I asked for a chip butty. She went, do you want a barn cake with that, love? I'm like...
Well, you asked for a chip butty. If you can't give someone a chip butty...
I was like 9 or 10. I just looked at her and I went, what's a barn cake? Because she rolled her eyes and went, a tea cake. And I was like... Yeah.
Oh, as if you were the asshole.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what a chip butty is in England.
Yeah.
Everybody, regardless of your definition of a bread roll, whatever your fucking word for it, everybody knows what a bread roll is. Because it's a fucking it's some bread that you can roll.
Yes, I know, but there's technicalities.
Yeah, but everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
Even if they have a different word for it. And everybody knows that a chip butty is either... It doesn't actually matter. It might be in 2 slices of bread. That's still a chip butty.
Yeah, it's still a chip butty.
Yeah. So when someone asks you, you ask for a chip butty...
It depends. If it's square bread, then it's a chip sandwich.
What's it? What?
That's confusing. No, it's not.
Does that mean if it's like the rectangle bread?
It's a chip butty.
Yeah, it's all chip butty. So, are you saying row, row, roll, rar,
roll,
roll, roll, r, r, o, l?
Roll.
Sorry, r, o, l, l. Cunt.
Your spelling is atrocious. Like when you join in trying to do the spelling with the kids. First thing I'm saying is like, why are you trying to do spelling with the kids? Your spelling's atrocious.
Yeah, but sometimes I check.
Trying to get them to spell like Friday and you instantly spell it wrong.
F, r, 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 yeah, r.
Friday.
There was no D in there. What's your spelling like, bitch? Yeah.
Alright, we've got like 3 minutes. So, go tell people to watch your shit.
A roll is a roll, and a toll is a toll, and if we don't get no tolls, we don't eat no rolls. Little John, Men in Tights. Fair enough.
Chip butty is chips on buttered bread. How is this a topic? Everything is a topic on the terrible stream.
Fat day.
Oh, chip butties are wild.
I got a lot of foolish tongue because he comes into my videos and says something foolish with his tongue. He's a religious fellow. I can't tell if he's a Poe or not. But he's here. He's joining in the bants. Vaguely, getting slightly upset about chips on buttered bread. This is not a place for...
At least she doesn't say aura with the letter r. Aura.
Yeah. It's called a terrible stream for terrible people. If you came here for anything other than pointless fucking conversation, you are in the wrong goddamn place. Motherfucker. But, yeah, we've got a minute left. I say we've got a minute left. We're, like, over by 2 hours.
Illuminous poo.
Love you too. Love you too, foolish tongue. Never change. Toast because you can't pour butter straight down your throat. Toast because you can't pour butter straight down your throat. That's fucking fantastic. And that's where we end. That's an important ending to this stream.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Thank you all for coming to join us get drunk. And that's about it. Alright, we'll see you next time, folks. What's another hour? Another hour is we have shit to do in the morning. And I'm fucking knackered.
Yeah, we got to teach the kids and get over our hangovers, so...
Well, you have to get over your hangover. I'll be fine.
I know, your resistance to alcohol amazes me.
It's because I drink.
I don't drink that often.
I drink all the time.
I know you do.
I don't get hangovers. I don't get sober. Hangovers are for sober people. See you next time.